Their honest, feel-good food menu is complemented by a beer list to satisfy every taste. Classic cocktails and our signature shakes, rich and creamy with a splash of boozy goodness just to shake things up a little bit. Bialek's Grill and Bar, classic American cuisine with a contemporary twist.
Your kids could get free or low-cost health coverage from Medicaid or CHIP. Even if you've applied before, they may be eligible now. Kids up to age 19 are covered for checkups, vaccines, dentist visits, hospital care, and more. And if they already have Medicaid or CHIP, remember to renew every year. Visit insurekidsnow.gov or call 877-KIDS-NOW. Paid for by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
Businesses come in all shapes and sizes. Integrity doesn't. For more than a century, the Better Business Bureau has set the standards for how businesses should operate honestly and ethically. So when you're looking for a business you can trust, check to see who's BBB accredited and who isn't. Always choose the Better Business. Look for the BBB seal because it's looking out for you. That's why it's the sign of a better business. And find a better business anytime at bbb.org. Finding a reputable business shouldn't require luck or chance. But how can you tell who you can trust? Pro tip: the BBB connects people with businesses they can trust. So think of the BBB as the better. Check with the BBB first because better businesses are honest and commit to high ethical standards bureau. That's why they're better. Always look for the sign of a better business and find a better business anytime at bbb.org.
6:09 on a Tuesday morning. Welcome to Studio 14 in downtown Elgin. Live for the first shift. And I'm Marky B reporting for duty here on the 26th day of November. The first shift starts every day, of course, with our Pledge of Allegiance and with our national anthem. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. And welcome to your Tuesday from WRMN and from the Fox River Valley Media Network.
Welcome to the first shift, right here on the Voice of the Valley, WRMN AM 1410 and 96.7 FM. Don't get that excited. I'm only introducing Marky B. Exactly. Featuring local news and sports, your Fox Valley forecast, and local traffic twice an hour at 15 and 45 minutes past. Timely interviews, a radio shopping show preview, milestones and memories, and born on dates of the lates and greats. Elgin Trivia, and all of your phone calls, texts, and Facebook comments as part of the staff meeting. The First Shift is the most informative, entertaining, and interactive morning show in all of the Fox River Valley and beyond.
You liar!
Well, okay. At least it makes great background noise, whether you're at work, in the car, or at home.
Whatever.
Your host, Marky B, maintains an upbeat attitude every day despite the fact that he's saddled with an overall lack of talent, a delusioned ego, and false hope for a bright future.
Loser.
Yeah, he's pretty much a loser, but at least he tries. Welcome to Studio 14 in downtown Elgin for the first shift on WRMN AM 1410 and 96.7 FM.
Happy Tuesday, 612 WRMN. AM 1410 WRMN Radio on YouTube. Here on a Tuesday, the 26th of November. As we get things fired up today. Welcome to a couple of days before Thanksgiving. Welcome to a cold morning. Welcome, apparently, to the beginning of wintertime temperatures setting in here at the end of November. As we felt the bite last night, the first bite of wintertime, dropping into the 20s, and it felt pretty cold last night when I stepped outside. In the evening time, I guess we better get used to that and then some. I went ahead and wore my heaviest jacket to work today. Probably not a good idea to give into the heaviest jacket when it's not the coldest temperatures yet. Do you think that way sometimes? You try to hold out with not your heaviest stuff, knowing that you're still going to need to take another step towards being warmer. But I did. I gave in, and I wore my heaviest jacket in this morning. So, 6:14. Fair skies outside right now, and 26 degrees. Winds are out of the west at 17 miles an hour. Gusting to 25. And the Fox Valley forecast for today, increasing clouds. It was a nice clear sky when I walked outside this morning. That's for sure. Increasing clouds as the day goes on, and a high today of about 37 degrees. Tonight, an isolated snow shower possible later in the night. Mostly cloudy skies tonight with a low of 30. And then tomorrow, a chance of rain and snow in the afternoon, mostly cloudy with a high of 42. So I was kind of wondering why yesterday it was saying all snow, yet 42 degrees. Now they've changed that to rain and snow with a high of 42 tomorrow. Tomorrow night, chance of rain and snow, and then a little snow possible after 9 o'clock tomorrow night. Just a 30% chance, though, during the afternoon and during the night tomorrow night of a little rain and snow, and then maybe an extra snow shower. Tomorrow night's low, 27 degrees. And then we take you into Thanksgiving. Mostly sunny skies with a high of 34 degrees on Thanksgiving. All the way down to 20 on Thursday night. And then Friday, mostly sunny and cold with a high of 27 degrees. Same thing for Saturday. Sunny, clear, cold. That's the story for the upcoming weekend. 27 on Friday and Saturday, and 26 degrees on Sunday, with clear overnights and lows in the teens, like 14 on Friday night and 13 on Saturday night. So get ready for that. Maybe you should have saved your heaviest coat for that. Not for this. Fair skies, 26 degrees right now. And the wind chill is 13 above here on the 26th day of November. It is the 331st day of the year. And the 48th week of the year here in quarter number 4. We're down to our final few weeks and our final few days of November. Less than a month on the calendar now, away from Christmas Day. My, how time flies. Well, time's going to fly through the first shift here today, too, because we have kind of a busy show. A couple of days of very busy shows, so going to have to stay on my P's and Q's a little bit the next couple of days, because it's going to be in and out. Early in the show today, I will share the latest news that I have with you. Let you know what I've been tracking in the last 24 hours. For the second time in a week, a Fox Valley area man has left the roadway and crashed into a tree and died. Last week it was an Elgin man in St. Charles. This time it was a Hampshire man up in Rutland Township. And this happened on Sunday, so I'll give you a few details about that from the Daily Herald this morning. We have a crime time out of control in Bartlett. His name is out of control, too. Here's Dennis D. Not So Young rolling by this morning, jumping onto the Honkers log. He's on the Honkers log this morning at 6:17. Dennis D. Not So Young. Gina is also on the Honkers log at 6:10 today. Those are the two logged honkers so far. 5:35, the Studio 14 Naked Eye Cam was activated this morning. But for the record. But yeah, crime time on the way. Give you details about this Bartlett guy. Here comes the cold. And Kane County says, we are ready. Bring it on. We got our trucks full of salt. Bring on the snow. Well, hold your horses there, Kane County Division of Transportation. Because just because it's getting real cold this week doesn't really mean it's going to snow much. Cracking down on the kids. They've had it in Huntley. They're tired of kids riding around on e-scooters and e-bikes and all those crazy little things that people drive these days and cruise down the sidewalk on. There's got to be some order in the courtroom, Huntley says, so we'll give you some details. They're going to crack down on the kids. 6:19 here at WRMN. Those are a few of the stories that I'll share with you this morning in this hour and next hour. Also in this hour, we'll begin our staff meeting and see what you got to say on YouTube this morning at WRMN Radio on YouTube. Looks like I've been given some stats from Carpman Dan to share with you this morning. Becky Blue is sending us sunshine. Hector and the fam are joining us as well. We'll get to YouTube in just a few. Image 360 information line is up and running this morning, I do believe. So if you want to send in a message, you can. It was down when I got here today, but I reset the system and it appears to be okay now. Let me know if we have some issues this morning with YouTube. Right now, I think we're okay, as messages are still coming in on YouTube this morning. 6:20 here at WRMN AM 1410 and WRMN Radio on YouTube. The Image 360 information line is 505-926-1410, and CK has just checked in. On the Image 360 information line, Comforting Kathleen says, good morning, Mark, and all first shifters. Wishing you all a wonderful and safe Tuesday. And she sends our first batch of prayers to the prayer scoreboard. Looks like about 14 prayers from CK. "14 prayers on the prayer scoreboard to get us started this morning. If you want to send pictures that way, you can. I did not take any pictures yesterday, I don't think, so I have nothing to contribute to show and tell this morning, unless I dig into my camera and find something cool and old to show you. When I pulled up CK's message, I saw a picture that she sent me recently when they were out walking along the Fox River. It's a nice picture. Let's start the day by showing you this picture of the Fox River over there by Grand Victoria Casino. That's a shot from across the Fox River to the west side. And as you can tell, that was, it's probably been a few weeks now, right? Still quite a bit of greenery in that scenery. Lots of greenery in that scenery. 6:21 here at WRMN. Pictures at 505-926-1410. I'll have some first shift 411 for you. Got some information on the official drop-off spot for Toys for Tots here at WRMN. There are several places you can drop off your toys this holiday season, but I'll tell you about our situation. Who won the game last night? That will determine the winner of the Pick 6 this week. It was 17-16 Baltimore when I had to turn the television off because it was bedtime. Good game from the time I was watching last night. Watched quite a bit of the football game until I had to go to bed. And the Harbaugh brothers were battling it out, coaching on each side of the field. And Baltimore led 17-16 when I shut it down. But we have a number of undefeated people in the Pick 6 this week, a number of you. And last night's game was a little bit split. We had some people that picked Baltimore. We had some people that picked the LA Chargers. So I'll figure that out here in a few minutes. And I also have some First Shift 411 from Sherry Eschenrenner to share with you this morning. 623 here at WRMN, AM 1410, and at WRMN Radio on YouTube. And let's see if we have Tony Cool checking in. Yes, she did, to let us know this is staff meeting number 227 of the year. That would be number 1184 since we started counting. The 1184th staff meeting of the year, of history, since we started counting. And at number 227 this year. Let's win this day. We can do it. It's Tuesday before Thanksgiving. You ready? You got your Thanksgiving plans all set? Some people are having a lot of people over. I know that's the case with Tammy from our afternoon show. She said she's having like 25 or 30 people over to her house. We're traveling to Colorado on Thanksgiving morning, so everybody's got their own different plans for Thanksgiving. So let's win this day and get to Thanksgiving in a happy frame of mind. 624 here at WRMN, the 227th staff meeting in Blackhawks. Brad is in today on our Image 360 information line at 442. The word of the day is negotiate. We know what that means, right? Negotiate, a 4-syllable word. To discuss something formally in order to make an agreement, says Blackhawks Brad. The American flag flies, the eagle flies over the fabulous Fox River, and prayer number 15 from BHB. Let's win this day. 625 here at WRMN. I'll see if I can come up with a haiku. On this day in music history, the Eagles were in the news. And the Eagles have made the news a lot in history because they've had so many hits, of course. But on this day in 1994, 30 years ago, the Eagles started a 2-week run at number 1, again, on the U.S. album chart with a album, let's call it. I called it a CD back in 1994, and it was Hell Freezes Over. The album name is in reference to a quote by Don Henley after the band's breakup back in 1980. He commented that the band would play together again when hell freezes over. And I guess because they decided to get together again in 1994, a tour that came through Memphis, I went to see them play on that tour. Hell must have frozen over, therefore the name of the album. And here's a song from that album that you might not know. I was just looking over some of the songs, and I saw this one. I like this song. It was not one of their bigger hits, but I think it's a good song. Let's give it a listen for the first time in a long time for me. It's called The Girl from Yesterday, off of the Hell Freezes Over album. It's the Eagles. 626, it's the First Shift on WRMN AM 1410 and WRMN Radio on YouTube. Happy Thanksgiving Tuesday.
It wasn't really sad the way they said goodbye. Maybe it just she couldn't cry. He packed his things, walked out the door, and drove away. And she became the girl from yesterday. He took a plane across the sea to some foreign land. She stayed at home and tried so hard to understand how someone who had been so close could be so far away. She became the girl from yesterday. She doesn't know what's right. She doesn't know what's wrong. She only knows the pain that comes from waiting for so long. And she doesn't count the teardrops that she's cried while he's away, because she knows deep in her heart he'll be back someday. Joe Walsh. Lights on in the window. She's waiting by the phone, talking to a memory that's never coming home. She dreams of his returning and the things that he might say. But she'll always be the girl from yesterday. Yeah, she'll always be
6:30 on the first shift. Good morning.
from yesterday.
With your 1410 WRMN News Flash, I'm Sean Credan. Brought to you by Verizon. The College of DuPage is preparing for upcoming board elections with 3 candidates filing for positions on the Board of Trustees. Thomas Timonaro from Wheaton, Maria Sincoli from Addison are aiming for 2 6-year terms ending in 2031, while current trustee Sonny Jutla from Roselle is seeking re-election. In Naperville, 23 outstanding young individuals were honored with the 2024 Youth Service Awards by Kids Matter in collaboration with the Naperville City Council. The students have dedicated their time and efforts to enhance their community through volunteer work at numerous nonprofit organizations and city facilities, including the Naperville Public Library and the Naperville Park District. Eldon School District U46 has been honored with the School Board Governance Recognition from the Illinois Association of School Boards. The prestigious distinction is awarded to fewer than 50 school districts across the state, highlighting the board's commitment to excellence in leadership and education. With your 1410 WRMN News Flash, I'm Sean Credan.
Milo's Rewards members beat the rush at Lowe's. Join Milo's Rewards for free and get exclusive access to Black Friday doorbusters on Thanksgiving Day, online only. It's the perfect chance to score big deals on the things you need, like the Amana Top Load Washer. Was $629, now just $298. Shop before these savings are gone, because Lowe's knows deals. Valid 11/28, only on Lowe's.com. Member-only doorbusters and midnight Eastern. Loyalty program subject to terms and conditions. See Lowe's.com/terms for details. Subject to change while supplies last.
Drivers who switch and save with Progressive could save hundreds, which could be life-changing. I mean, you could put that money towards concert tickets for your daughter to see that singer who sings about painful breakups. And one song will inspire your little beauty to break up with that beast she's dating, Brian. Instead, she'll date someone who's nice and worthy of her love, not someone who addresses you and your spouse as bro. And it's all because you could save money switching at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, not available in all states.
Progressive presents the Sports Flash on News Talk Radio 1410 WRMN. Men's college hoops, Monday, Radford beat Chicago State 63-48. George Washington over Illinois State 72-64. In overtime, Louisiana Tech beat SIU 85-79. Illinois beat Little Rock 92-34. NFL this Thursday, the 4-7 Bears visit the 10-1 Lions. Chicago winless in 4 road games this season. The Lions are 4-1 overall. They're on top of the NFC North, riding a 9-game winning streak. The Bears looking to snap a 5-game skid. NBA tonight, the Bulls visit the Wizards. It's NBA Cup group stage play. The Bulls are 7-11, 5-5 away from home. The Wizards just 2-13, 1-6 at home. Chicago has alternated wins and losses in their last 4, coming off a 142-133 setback against Memphis. Bundle auto and home, renters or condo, and save with Progressive. I'm Chuck Sanders on News Talk Radio 1410 WRMN.
There are Black Friday deals, and then there are Kohl's Black Friday deals. Where else can you get 40% off Levi's, up to 50% off Sephora fragrances, and home favorites for under $10, all in the same place? And it gets better. You can score extra Kohl's cash with $15 earned for every $50 spent. Get 15% off some of your finds, and save even more with limited time doorbusters, like 50% off toys. Select styles. Offers end November 29th. Coupons do not apply to Levi's and toys. Coupons and Kohl's cash do not apply to Sephora. Some exclusions apply. See store or Kohl's.com for details.
Welcome to Staples.
Help! My family's in for the holidays and I need gift ideas.
That's why we're here. Staples has amazing deals on everything you need. Photo gifts, laptops, and gaming systems. Even custom holiday cards and shipping solutions to send gifts to the family that can't make it.
Perfect! Have anything for Uncle Frank? I love him, but the guy is never quiet.
Noise-canceling headphones. For you.
You get it.
Unwrap huge holiday savings at Staples. And right now at Staples, save up to $350 on select computers. Ends 12/28, in-store only.
This is Sarah Silver with your Fox Valley forecast. Today, sunny with a high near 37 and windy with gusts up to 25 miles per hour. Tonight, a slight chance of snow after midnight, mostly cloudy with a low around 30. Looking ahead to tomorrow, mostly cloudy with a high near 42. Currently, it is 30 degrees with clear skies. I'm Sarah Silver on the Talk of the Town, WRMN.
There are Black Friday deals, and then there are Kohl's Black Friday deals. Where else can you get 40% off Levi's, up to 50% off Sephora fragrances, and home favorites for under $10, all in the same place? And it gets better. You can score extra Kohl's cash with $15 earned for every $50 spent. Get 15% off some of your finds, and save even more with limited time doorbusters, like 50% off toys. Select styles. Offers end November 29th. Coupons do not apply to Levi's and toys. Coupons and Kohl's cash do not apply to Sephora. Some exclusions apply. See store or Kohl's.com for details.
From the pages of the Elgin newspapers of 100 years ago today, these are the headlines brought to you by the Elgin History Museum.
I'm Nick Freeman, and here's what was happening 100 years ago today. New Methodist Church nearly completed. The beautiful new First Methodist Church at the corner of Milwaukee and Center Streets is very rapidly nearing completion, and will be in readiness Sunday, November 30th, for its formal dedication. Reverend J.B. Martin, who has been pastor of the church for several years, is overseeing the building and is taking a very active interest in its construction. The congregation sent a large delegation to the Rock River Conference this fall to ask the return of Reverend Martin to the Elgin Church. A large part of its success is due to this popular pastor. The pipe organ, placed on the balcony, is being installed by the Austin Organ Company. A beautiful rose window is placed in the north end of the auditorium. In moving pictures, tonight's attraction at the Rialto are The Gaiety Girl with Mary Philbin with 3 acts of vaudeville. At the Crocker, Gloria Swanson stars in Wages of Virtue, also featuring a Christie comedy and news.
Elgin 100 Years Ago is a presentation of the Elgin History Museum. Be sure to visit the museum located at 360 Park Street in Elgin, open Wednesday through Saturdays 11 to 4. You can also listen to Elgin 100 Years Ago at www.elginhistory.org.
.37 here on the first shift. Tuesday morning, November the 26th. Yeah, I found out during the break that the Baltimore Ravens won last night, 30-23 over the Los Angeles Chargers. So the Ravens, a victory, and Jake's, believe it or not, was the best of us three this weekend between me, Tim, and Jake's. Jake's went 6-0. So congratulations to Jake's, who's here with me on Friday mornings, for going 6-0. Jake's will not be here with me this Friday morning, though. We're off this week. Jake's has family plans, I think, for Thanksgiving, and I'll be in Colorado. So I believe Friday morning it'll be Dino, maybe, and Sonar taking you through your Friday show. They are planning on doing a live first shift on Friday, but it would be those guys putting together the program on Friday morning. So listen in Friday morning here on Black Friday on WRMN. And also on Thursday morning, I think Sonar's planning on doing the show, possibly from his house. He may be experimenting with some things on Thursday morning, so check that out. And tomorrow morning is my final show of the week. And what I'd like to try to do is, if you're up early tomorrow morning and you listen in during the 6 o'clock hour and you want to give somebody a Thanksgiving shout out, or you want to say that you're thankful for something or someone or some things in your life, maybe call in tomorrow during the 6 o'clock hour. Or jump in and say something on YouTube to us at WRMN Radio on YouTube, or on the Image 360 information line at 505-926-1410. And I say that because I believe Thanksgiving Day we may play back tomorrow's 6 a.m. hour as the first hour of the first shift on Thanksgiving Day. So let's set the Thursday stage by wishing people a happy Thanksgiving tomorrow morning on the show. We'll have to do it early. Tomorrow's going to be an interesting day, or at least an interesting first shift. Well, no, it'll be an interesting full day here on WRMN, but the first shift is going to be busy tomorrow morning. We're planning on going out to Pingree Grove for the holiday train, and I got to speak with Amber Kubiak, village president of Pingree Grove, after my show today to finalize details on our setup. But I'm going to be here in the morning from 6 until 8. I believe Ben's going to take over for me, producing at 8 o'clock. And hopefully by 8, we'll have Matt and Sonar, maybe Elliot, out in Pingree Grove to start our broadcast. Now, where should we broadcast from? That's the tricky part. I'm not familiar with the way they have things set up out there, so it's kind of me guessing a little bit based on what Amber tells me from Pingree Grove. We have like 3 options. We can be inside the Gather, where they're going to have ornament making and food trucks and things like that. We could be possibly inside the Milk House, or we can be outside by the train. And that's really the thing that drew us to the event. Well, we want to go to Pingree Grove, but the train is supposed to be the big attraction, right? So we'd love to show the train and maybe broadcast some of the holiday music out there. So I'm going to figure all that out. But tomorrow morning, we're planning to go live from 8 until 10 from out there. And I'm kind of hoping that we can carry their live Christmas music on the first shift. I should be out there by then, and maybe I'll hold the microphone up in the air or something so we can carry the music, get into the holiday spirit a little bit the day before Thanksgiving. It's the Canadian Pacific Kansas City Railway 2024 holiday train. And the train is scheduled to arrive at 8:45 a.m. Musical show from 9 to 9:30 at the north side of the railroad tracks on Ranking Road near Damish. That's a foreign language to me, buddy, because I don't know where that is exactly, but I guess I'll figure it out when I leave here at 8 o'clock tomorrow. And I also have to see if I can get to the north side of the tracks before 8:30, right? The Canadian Pacific Kansas City Railway will be collecting non-perishable food items and monetary donations for the D300 Food Pantry, providing food assistance to those in need within our community. So that's all tomorrow morning in the Pingree. Come hang out if you have the day off. It should be fun. The music will be provided by American Authors and KT Tunstall. KT Tunstall. Local holiday festivities will continue at the Gather until noon. Food trucks, ornament crafts, and gift vendors. So it'll be fun. It'll be cold though, so bundle up. Tomorrow, let's see what this weather is saying right now. Tonight's low 30, and tomorrow's high 42, so yeah, it'll be in the lower 30s probably during our broadcast tomorrow, lower to mid 30s, and we might be outside for some of the broadcasts, so when come hang with us tomorrow morning and hang out by the train, bundle up. We can do it, right? We live in the Midwest. We know how to dress for occasions like this. 6:44 here at WRMN. Let's head to YouTube for just a moment and say good morning to a couple of our great people like the Big Boss Man who checked in first this morning. Dennis D. Not So Young did not check in via YouTube today because he was on the road early today. He drove by the radio station at 6:17. The Nightmare on Elm Street. But the Big Boss Man is in this morning, and he sent us 9 prayers for our prayer scoreboard. That'll give us 24 on the prayer scoreboard early this morning. Our all-time record, 128. If you're keeping score at home in your prayer scoreboard scorebook. We have no nickname John checking in. Good morning, first shifters. It's National Cake Day. National Cake Day. My teddy bear couldn't finish his cake, says no nickname John. He was already stuffed. My teddy bear couldn't finish his cake. He was already stuffed. Stuffed.
Please be quiet.
This needs to stop now.
Shut up!
Already stuffed.
Shut up!
I'm not sure about that no nickname John. I'm trying to decide between a 6 and a 7 on that one for you today on my rating scale. Maybe I'll give you a 6.5. Can we do that? 6.5 on a 1 to 10 scale. 6:45 here at WRMN. The other dumb daily holidays of the day. I only have a couple listed here today. It's kind of weird. Usually there's a bunch. Oh. No? We have a Good Grief Day. Good Grief Day today. A phrase often used by Charlie Brown, the main character from Charles Schulz's comedy strip, Peanuts. You may have heard of it. Schulz was born on this day in 1922. No kidding. He'd be 102 years old today. Today is dedicated to both him and his enduring comic strip. Peanuts ran almost 50 years, from October the 2nd, 1950, until February the 13th of 2000, which was one day after Schulz's death. Charles Schulz created all aspects of the comic, from the script to the art and lettering. Today, reprints of Schulz's comic appear in many U.S. newspapers. The From 1947 to 1950, Charles Schultz's first comic strip, Lil Folks, appeared in his hometown paper, the St. Paul Pioneer Press.
No one cares!
What do you mean no one cares? This is simply fascinating. So he first used the name Charlie Brown in this comic, Lil Folks, which also included a dog that looked similar to Snoopy, who would become one of the most famous characters from Peanuts.
No one cares!
You don't care about Peanuts and Snoopy and Charlie Brown?
I don't care!
Fine. 6:47 here at WRMN, so that's one of our dumb daily holidays. Good Grief Day today. And Cake Day. National Cake Day, says No Nickname John. Let's see. Why would it be National Cake Day? Celebrating the popular baked sweet dessert, common cake ingredients include flour, sugar, eggs, butter or margarine, a liquid, and a leavening agent such as baking soda or baking powder. Fruits, nuts, cocoa, and extracts such as vanilla are often added, and cakes are often iced and decorated. The word cake is derived from an Old Norse word, kaka. Kaka. In ancient Greece, the cake was called plakous and was baked with eggs, milk, nuts, and honey. In ancient Rome, butter, eggs, and honey were added to basic bread dough. If you're keeping score at home.
No one cares!
Fine.
I don't care!
Just have some cake and be quiet, okay? 6:49 here at WRMN. I got to get to some news, but first let's get to a phone call. 847-931-1410. Here on the first shift, 847-931-1410. That's our old school phone number. And that's the number that Derica chooses to call from down under. Good day, Derica.
Hi, Marky B. I'm at home.
You are?
Yes, I'm in my house right now.
Hell yeah. That's excellent. I bet you're happy about that, huh?
Yeah, I am. Came home in a taxi. The hospital paid for the taxi fare. And, yeah, so I was pretty tired when I got home. And I did have a little sleep.
Yeah?
But not for very long.
Well, you sound good. You sound chipper, and you sound like you're excited to be back at the house.
I am.
Yeah. Well, what are you doing right now? Are you sitting in your recliner?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm watching Ice Road Truckers.
Ice Road Truckers?
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. Are you sipping on a beverage?
Not at the moment. I did have a bottle of water with me a minute ago.
Yeah.
It's in the bag beside me, but I was too tired to cook tea, so I ordered pizza.
You did? What's the name of the pizza place in Australia that you order from?
Domino's.
No way, really?
Yep.
Yeah. So they have Domino's Pizza in Australia, and Derica just got a basic Domino's Pizza. So what did you get on your pizza?
It was a small Hawaiian pizza.
Oh. Some pineapple on there?
Yes, I love pineapple on pizza. The more the merrier.
Really?
And I like the ham and the pineapple and the cheese and everything else on it. And it makes it feel like if it's got pineapple on it, then it feels like I'm on a tropical island.
Yeah. I know that's what I think every time I have a small, what's the name of the pizza again that you got? Oh, Hawaiian pizza, a small Hawaiian pizza from Domino's. Makes me feel like I'm on a tropical island too. Did you get like any vegetables on there, like black olives or onion or anything?
I think it might have been a little bit of onion, but I had some sides with it.
Yeah. What'd you get, some breadsticks?
No, I didn't get any of those. They had mini pancakes
Oh, okay.
And the churros, and 4 giant donuts. This is a new thing.
4 giant donuts?
Yeah.
You ate 4 donuts?
No, I haven't eaten 4 donuts.
Oh.
Yeah, I've had a bit of pizza and a couple of churros and some of the mini pancakes.
Yeah.
And, yeah, I've only got a little bit of that left now.
Nice. Well, welcome back to your house. I'm glad you're home.
Sorry, I'm enjoying. I'm glad to be home too.
Yeah. Well, I'm still waiting on your mail. We'll see if something comes today. Today would be 2 weeks from the time you said you sent it, so we'll see if it came today. I would hope it would come maybe today or tomorrow so I could talk about it before Thanksgiving weekend.
Yeah, I hope it comes soon. It should.
Yeah. If it doesn't, we'll catch up on it next week when we get back from the long weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, cool.
And I'd like to say hello to Hector Soto and Minnie Rose and everyone in that family and Linda Carter and everyone who's listening and watching right now.
There you go. Happy morning and good morning to everybody here in the area in the Fox River Valley from Australia. From Derica, who's back at the house resting this morning, chewing on some pizza.
Oh, yeah. That lady who had her 80th birthday in the hospital, in the same room that I was in.
Yeah.
I told her that you all wished her happy birthday.
Oh, good.
And she said thank you very much. And her family said thank you very much, too.
Oh, cool. Well, thanks for wishing her a happy birthday for me.
They've actually got family members over there.
Oh, they do in where? In the United States or somewhere near us?
Chicago area.
Yeah?
A few different areas. Yeah, they got a few, like in the Chicago area, and I think some other areas too. They've got family members
That's cool.
over there.
Well, awesome. Well, good to hear from you, Derica, and have a great night. Try to get some rest and enjoy your house.
I will.
All right. We'll talk to you soon.
Okay, see ya.
Okay, bye. Derica checking in this morning. Sounds much better. Back home, happy to be home. And that's good. And Hector agrees, Derica. He says that pineapples do belong on pizza. I love Hawaiian pizza, but I substitute the pizza sauce for barbecue sauce. You should try it next time, Derica. So barbecue sauce with your pineapple pizza. It's 6:55 here at WRMN AM 1410 and WRMN Radio on YouTube. Well, let me squeeze at least one story in before we hit the top of the hour, since I haven't covered any of my own news yet. Hampshire man is the latest to lose a battle with a tree. 75-year-old Hampshire man died Sunday after he crashed his car into a tree in Rutland Township in western Kane County. This from the Daily Herald. The Kane County Sheriff's Office officials say that Robert Skarbonkowitz of the 200 block of East Jackson Avenue was driving his 2017 Dodge Journey eastbound on Route 20 just east of Route 47 at 12:30 in the afternoon Sunday when he left the roadway for unknown reasons and hit a tree. Sheriff's deputies found the vehicle in a ditch, and Skarbonkowitz was unconscious with serious injuries. The Pingree Grove Fire Department transported him to Advocate Sherman in Elgin, where he was pronounced dead a short time later. Kane County Investigations Division is investigating the cause of the crash. Robert Skarbonkowitz of Hampshire, 200 block of East Jackson Avenue, dying as he rams into a tree on Sunday. 6:56 here at WRMN AM 1410 and WRMN Radio on YouTube. What time is it? Crime time. Crime time. Out of control in Bartlett. A Bartlett man accused of assaulting a family member during an argument over the weekend is facing charges. Busuyi Agbatunson, 33 years old, is charged with unlawful restraint, a felony, as well as domestic battery, reckless conduct, having a reckless name, child endangerment, and interference of domestic violence reporting. All misdemeanors according to a Bartlett Police Department news release. Bartlett police officers responded to a well-being check about 1 o'clock in the morning Saturday at a home on Carroll Way. Police say Busuyi Agbatunson assaulted a relative family member, a family member, while they were arguing, then blocked the person from leaving the house. The family member was able to escape and went to a neighbor's house for help. Agbatunson was taken to Cook County Jail, where he is awaiting a pretrial detention hearing, according to the release. That's a bunch of Busuyi Agbatunson. 6:58 here at WRMN AM 1410 and WRMN Radio on YouTube. Another domestic violence situation to a certain degree. All right, we'll hit the top of the hour news here, more of the first shift. Hey, I've got a couple of interviews coming up at the 8 o'clock hour. I'll tell you about that when I get back from this break.
Come on out to the Country Donuts, that is, at Route 20 and Nestler Road. They're always open. Donuts are made daily using only the finest ingredients to ensure freshness. Their huge variety of donuts offers something to please everyone. Country Donuts doesn't stop at offering you the best donuts. Enjoy a delicious breakfast sandwich or stop in for lunch and try a bowl of their famous chili. Need a larger or special donut order for your office? Call 847-488-1900.
For a little lighthearted lawlessness on Sunday afternoons, listen to Handle on the Law from 4 to 7 p.m. Handle on the Law is a unique combination of useful legal advice and outrageous Handle remarks. Whether you're talking about Big Brother, big business, big legal problems, or Big Macs, you'll rarely find Bill without an opinion. His rapid-fire commentary gives listeners the information they crave in the way they crave it. It's Handle on the Law, Sunday afternoons from 4 to 7 p.m. right here on WRMN, AM 1410 and 96.7 FM.
Your hometown radio station since 1949. We are WRMN AM 1410, Elgin time, 7 o'clock.
With your 1410 WRMN News Flash, I'm Sean Credan. Brought to you by Linzess. Elgin School District U46 has been honored with the School Board Governance Recognition from the Illinois Association of School Boards. The prestigious distinction is awarded to fewer than 50 school districts across the state, highlighting the board's commitment to excellence in leadership and education. The College of DuPage is preparing for upcoming board elections with 3 candidates filing for positions on the Board of Trustees. Thomas Timonaro from Wheaton, Maria Sincoli from Addison are aiming for 2 6-year terms ending in 2031, while current trustee Sonny Jutla from Roselle is seeking re-election. In Naperville, 23 outstanding young individuals were honored with the 2024 Youth Service Awards by Kids Matter in collaboration with the Naperville City Council. The students have dedicated their time and efforts to enhance their community through volunteer work at numerous nonprofit organizations and city facilities, including the Naperville Public Library and the Naperville Park District. With your 1410 WRMN News Flash, I'm Sean Credan.
Milo's Rewards members beat the rush at Lowe's. Join Milo's Rewards for free and get exclusive access to Black Friday doorbusters on Thanksgiving Day, online only. It's the perfect chance to score big deals on the things you need, like the Amana Top Load Washer. Was $629, now just $298. Shop before these savings are gone, because Lowe's knows deals. Valid 11/28, only on Lowe's.com. Member-only doorbusters and midnight Eastern. Loyalty program subject to terms and conditions. See Lowe's.com/terms for details. Subject to change while supplies last.
Drivers who switch and save with Progressive could save hundreds, which could be life-changing. I mean, you could put that money towards concert tickets for your daughter to see that singer who sings about painful breakups. And one song will inspire your little beauty to break up with that beast she's dating, Brian. Instead, she'll date someone who's nice and worthy of her love, not someone who addresses you and your spouse as bro. And it's all because you could save money switching at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, not available in all states.
Are you ready to take your brand to the next level? Image 360 South Elgin is your ultimate destination for custom signs and visual communication solutions. Looking to rebrand your office interior? Need striking vehicle wraps or decals for your fleet? Or perhaps you're in the market for a standout trade show display? At Image 360 South Elgin, they've got you covered. As your full-service custom sign and graphics partner, they deliver bold solutions and exceptional support. From outdoor signage to eye-catching store signs, indoor graphics to comprehensive branding solutions, they have the experience to elevate your brand's presence. Trust Image 360 to create a long-term partnership that gives your brand 360 degrees of exposure. Visit them at 506 Sundown Road in South Elgin. Image 360 South Elgin. Bold solutions, exceptional support.
Progressive presents the Sports Flash on News Talk Radio 1410 WRMN. NBA tonight, the Bulls visit the Wizards. It's NBA Cup group stage play. The Bulls are 7-11, 5-5 away from home. The Wizards just 2-13, 1-6 at home. Chicago has alternated wins and losses in their last four, coming off a 142-133 setback against Memphis. Men's college hoops, Monday, Radford beat Chicago State 63-48. George Washington over Illinois State 72-64. In overtime, Louisiana Tech beat SIU 85-79. Illinois beat Little Rock 92-34. NFL this Thursday, the 4-7 Bears visit the 10-1 Lions. Chicago winless in 4 road games this season. The Lions are 4-1 overall. They're on top of the NFC North, riding a 9-game winning streak. The Bears looking to snap a 5-game skid. Bundle auto and home, renters or condo, and save with Progressive. I'm Chuck Sanders on News Talk Radio 1410 WRMN.
There are Black Friday deals, and then there are Kohl's Black Friday deals. Where else can you get 40% off Levi's, up to 50% off Sephora fragrances, and home favorites for under $10, all in the same place? And it gets better. You can score extra Kohl's cash with $15 earned for every $50 spent. Get 15% off some of your finds, and save even more with limited time doorbusters, like 50% off toys. Select styles. Offers end November 29th. Coupons do not apply to Levi's and toys. Coupons and Kohl's cash do not apply to Sephora. Some exclusions apply. See store or Kohl's.com for details.
Welcome to Staples.
Help! My family's in for the holidays and I need gift ideas.
That's why we're here. Staples has amazing deals on everything you need. Photo gifts, laptops, and gaming systems. Even custom holiday cards and shipping solutions to send gifts to the family that can't make it.
Perfect! Have anything for Uncle Frank? I love him, but the guy is never quiet.
Noise-canceling headphones. For you.
You get it.
Unwrap huge holiday savings at Staples. And right now at Staples, save up to $350.
Ultimate Combat Gauntlet, live professional wrestling. The newest, freshest, most exciting, action-packed, fun-to-watch wrestling event on the southwest side of the Chicagoland area. The Magoo's Bar on 6550 South on Menard Avenue in Bedford Park. Next show, Friday, 20 September. Doors open at 6 p.m. Show starts at 7 p.m. $20 for adults, $10 for children accompanied by adults. Discount for military veterans and first responders.
Take a historic walk through the home of America's greatest showman, Al Ringling. Located in Baraboo, Wisconsin, you can view the grand opulence on a guided tour, now hourly starting 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. Weekday tours begin on the veranda and on the weekends in the tap room of the Al Ringling Brewery. Behind the mansion, kick back and try a flight of craft beers and dine at this family-friendly stop. Visit alringlingmansion.com for more information.
Get ready for an unforgettable Saturday night of music on WRMN AM 1410. Starting at 7 p.m., join Court Stevens live from Studio 14 for the CD Showcase. Court mixes together a blend of his favorite country music tunes because, as he says, a song remembers when. Then at 9 p.m., don't miss the Pure American Country Radio Show, hosted by the legendary Hall of Fame disc jockey and voice of the Grand Ole Opry, Bill Cody. Enjoy the best in classic country alongside today's real country hits, perfect for every fan of the genre. genre. But the fun doesn't stop there. At 11 p.m., join country music enthusiast Jim Dandy and Mike Patrick for Branson Country USA. With a rotating roster of special guest stars from the vibrant Branson entertainment scene, you'll get a taste of the best talent in country music. So grab your boots and settle in for a night filled with heartwarming tunes and legendary sounds. Tune in every Saturday night from 7 p.m. to midnight on WRMN AM 1410, where the heart of country music comes alive.
Over time, you want to work less of it, so you need your crop protection to work more of it. When you add Taparan or Last Chance Pro adjuvants from CHS, they will. Designed for maximum efficacy, Last Chance Pro improves the uptake and translocation of herbicides, while Taparan helps activate herbicides for better performance against tough-to-control weeds. Ask your local CHS retailer how Taparan and Last Chance Pro adjuvants can put your crop protection to work.
Beef Villa's 3 locations offer much more than their signature Italian beef. Try the Italian sausage, roasted chicken, and more. There's a big variety of delicious side dishes. Beef Villa uses quality ingredients from homemade recipes, and they purchase top-of-the-quality food products from their vendors to bring you the absolute best tasting of foods. Beef Villa's great service and quality are waiting for you, but you won't be waiting long because it's always hot and fresh. Visit beefvilla.com.
If your idea of therapy involves a fishing rod, a tree stand, or a campfire, then you need American Outdoors Radio. Host John Cruz speaks your language, whether it's about the best lures, tracking game, or that one buddy who always forgets to bring the beer. John's got the tips to sharpen your aim, the hacks to pack lighter, and the stories to keep you entertained. Again, that's American Outdoor Radio with John Cruz. Saturdays at 7 a.m. on WRMN 1410. Or stream it at WRMN1410.com. Get ready to outfish, outhunt, and outcamp them all on American Outdoor Radio with John Cruz.
Hey, 7:09 here at WRMN AM 1410. Sound like a lot going on in that commercial. You like my country accent on the promotion for our Saturday night country music? I'm kind of losing it a little bit. I can't hold it for a full 60-second promo. I was kind of in and out. Speaking of in and out, Drunken Mark just went by the radio station. He's all fired up today. He's not on a bicycle. He's walking. He's bundled up, and he's got his natural ice in hand. He ain't no quitter. 10 past 7 here at WRMN AM 1410. He's on a honker's log. So is CK. She drove up at 6:59 this morning. Anna the Chairman, Director of Foreign Affairs, is in the house at 6:35. And Dennis D. Not So Young's on the honker's log. Friend of Brenda might be. I missed her this morning, though. But we do know she's over in the hut, manning things or womaning things over there for all the locals near the bus stop and the train station. Train station will be at the train. We'll be at the train in Pingree Grove. Be alongside the tracks tomorrow morning for our live broadcast beginning at 8 a.m. Should be fun. We can do this. We could be outside. It'll be 30-some-odd degrees, but we'll bundle up. We'll have a good seasonal feel about us tomorrow morning, so join us on the air or come on out. Sounds like CK and Anna the Chairman might think about taking a ride over there. And you can too. It sounds fun. Sounds fun whether you're broadcasting from there or not, just to go over to the Gather and maybe get some food from one of the food trucks and enjoy some Christmas music and see the lights on the train. So that'll be tomorrow morning here on the show. It's 11 past 7 right now. And current temperature this hour. Where are we temperature-wise right now? We dipped into the 20s, well into the 20s last night. We're at 24 degrees, as a matter of fact. Fair skies. Winds out of the west at 12, leaving us with a wind chill at 13 above. It's chilly, but it looks like we're going to get some morning sunshine. Increasing clouds as the day goes on, a high of 37 today. Tonight, a slight chance of a snow shower, mostly cloudy with a low of 30. Tomorrow, a chance of rain and snow mainly in the afternoon, mostly cloudy with a high of 42. Tomorrow night, a chance of rain and snow in the evening, and then maybe a little bit of snow tomorrow night before we head into Thanksgiving morning. Tomorrow night's low, 27 degrees, a 30% chance of a snow shower tomorrow night. Thanksgiving, sunny and cold, a high of 34, all the way down to 20 on Thanksgiving night. Leading us into a cold, winter-like weekend. Cold would be the winter-likeness. No snow in the forecast for the weekend. Lots of sunny skies during the days and clear skies and cold temperatures at nights. Friday, Saturday, 27 degrees both days for the high. Friday night and Saturday night, clear skies both nights, 14 on Friday night and 13 on Saturday night. And then Sunday, mostly sunny with a high of 26. So 20s all through the weekend, lots of sunshine, bundle up, very chilly at night with lows in the teens. Today we'll hit 37 degrees with some increasing clouds, but sun in the morning time. And right now we are at 24 with a wind chill of 13. It's 7:13 here at WRMN. We're on the Image 360 information line at 505-926-1410. Westside Freddy is getting restless. It is a News Day, Blues Day, Tuesday, isn't it? And Westside says, I ain't hearing no blues, man. What's your problem? This would be jazz, not blues. Westside Freddy speaks. He says, what's up, Foot? You better start kicking it. All right. I forgot. A lot going on over here, Westside Freddy. It's not easy being me.
Whatever.
7:14 here at WRMN. All right, we'll work in some blues here very shortly, Westside Freddy. He's on the Image 360 information line at 505-926-1410. Bold Solutions, exceptional support over at Image 360. Check them out. Matt and Lisa and the gang over there, Grace, and all the good people that produce great signage for you and magnets and window decals and whatever you need, they could do it over there. I wonder if they do political signs. Image 360 in South Elgin. We also have Becky Blue checking in on the Image 360 information line this morning, and she reminds us of what it was like last Friday. Becky Blue, last Friday, she paid a visit to the Hawthorne Hill Nature Center. She was at the Hawthorne Hill Nature Center, and she sent some pictures of her being cold. So let's show you Becky Blue right now. There's Becky Blue from the Hawthorne Hill Nature Center late last week when it was snowing outside. Beautiful pictures of the snow and the trees and Becky Blue. And here's one more good picture of her experience there last Friday. It's Becky Blue over at Hawthorne Hill Nature Center. And I don't think we're going to have the snow on the ground tomorrow morning, but I can kind of imagine Pingree Grove having a nice holiday look about it tomorrow morning as we broadcast live. 7:16 here at WRMN. All right, what else is happening? Let's see, in this segment, I have some first shift 411 I have to share with you. And it's time for me to let you know who won this week's Pick 6. It was a logjam at the top this week, as many people did very good. I guess I picked some easy games. Or maybe the games finally turned out the way they were supposed to this week. As I had multiple people undefeated going into last night's game. like 7 or 8 people were undefeated going into last night's game. Some had Baltimore, some had the Los Angeles Chargers. And Baltimore ended up winning that game last night, 30-23. Jim Harbaugh can't beat his brother. John Harbaugh is 3-0 in his career against his brother Jim Harbaugh, as Baltimore beat the LA Chargers last night, 30-23. Pretty good game, though. I watched the first half and some of the third quarter, and those teams were really laying it all out, made some great plays, and it was a good game. And I enjoy watching Joe Buck and Troy Aikman on the broadcast. It's good quality announcing, in my opinion. Joe does a little play-by-play. A lot of television announcers really don't do that too much anymore. They let the action speak for itself. Joe still throws in some play-by-play, but I want to hear that. I like that from Joe. It makes the game more exciting. And Troy Aikman does a nice job analyzing it, and he speaks what's on his mind, but he does a good job. They make a good combination. Joe and Troy. 7:17 here at WRMN. All right, the winner of the Pick 6 this week is Kimmy D. Kimmy D. Not So Young wins the Pick 6. I'm not sure if she's listening this early in the morning. She might still be snoozing. She usually checks in during the show, but oftentimes not this early. Wake up, Kimmy D. Wake up. You're the winner. Kimmy D was a perfect 6-0, and she only missed the final score of the tiebreaker game, which was Kansas City and Carolina, by a total of 6 points. The final score was Kansas City 30 and Carolina 27. And Kimmy D had 35-28 Kansas City. So Kimmy D wins a $25 gift card from Rookies, All-American Sports Pub and Grill. She can use it there. She can use it at Village Squire in South Elgin or West Dundee. Or she can use it, of course, over at Old Republic on Randall. Or maybe at the Alexander's Cafe. What place do you think Kimmy D and Dennis D. Not So Young will be using their gift card at? I'm going to say Old Republic. We'll see if I turn out to be right. Kimmy D tied with many others, including Linda Carter. Linda Carter gave it a good run. She thought she might be a winner. She called in on yesterday's show and said, I'm undefeated so far. I'm Linda Carter, Linda Carter, Linda Carter. Oosh! I'm Linda Carter, and I'm undefeated. But she missed the final score of the Carolina-Kansas City game by 11 points. Kimmy D only missed it by 6. So the tiebreaker counts. And to determine the winner this week, Linda Carter did hit Kansas City's score right on, but she missed Carolina's by a fair amount. She had Kansas City 30, Carolina 16, and the final was 30-27. So LC comes in second place, undefeated. Sam Wilson was also undefeated. He missed the final score by 13 points. And Dennis D. Not So Young was also undefeated, but he missed the final score by 19 points. Derek Welter was undefeated. Derek missed the final score by 18 points. So we had like 5 undefeated people. 5 or 6, but Kimmy D got the closest. I got to pick the Pick 6 games after the show today. Sometime today they should be posted for this week. We'll go ahead and have a Pick 6 this week. I don't think we'll do our picks on the air this week because we won't have a Friday show. But I can go ahead and produce a sheet and put it out there. And even though I'm going to be out Thursday and Friday, we can come back and bring it all together early next week. So the Pick 6 will be still taking place this week. It will not include the Thanksgiving Day games, so the Bears will not be on the Pick 6 this week. We also had a number of people that were undefeated but picked the Chargers last night. That would be Kristen of Northwest West and Northwest Wesley Jr., the second fame. She was 5-0 going into last night, but she picked the Chargers to win. Downtown Jose also was undefeated, but picked the Chargers to win. He would have been ineligible anyway because you can only win once a month, and he's already been a winner this month. Judy DeRay, who has been a force to be reckoned with, was undefeated, but picked the Chargers last night. And Tom Day from Gary's Garage was undefeated, but picked the Chargers last night. So that's how that goes. So a lot of undefeated folks in the pick six this week, but Kimmy D had the closest score. 7:22 here at WRMN. Check out the pick six at WRMN1410.com and check out everything about the radio station at WRMN1410.com. We're going to continually update the website to include new things and become more interactive, and we hope to have you check it out from time to time. WRMN1410.com. It is 7:22, and the wagon is up. The wagon is in the community center. Dino's still putting it together a little bit, but we are now collecting Toys for Tots here at the radio station. We are an official drop-off site for Toys for Tots. Toys for Tots collections occur until December the 14th. To donate, purchase a new unwrapped toy for a child between the ages of newborn and 16 years old. You can bring them right here to 14 Douglas Avenue. If somebody's not over there when you bring your Toys for Tots and it's during the day, someone's probably on the air, so just flash your toys in the window. And we will see you, and we will let you, in or accept your toys from you. So thank you for making a contribution to WRMN. Or if you're out there in Roselle somewhere, you can check out Guthrie and Brady. That's a law firm that Dino's associated with. And that's also an official collection site. So if you're out that direction, drop off your toys to 463 North Roselle Road. That's 463 North Roselle Road at Guthrie and Brady. Also collecting Toys for Tots. Also here locally, the American Legion Post 57 is at 820 North Liberty Street. And the Elgin Township building is at 729 South McLean Boulevard in Elgin, over at Elgin Township. Pick up a toy while you're out shopping, an extra one, and help make a youngster happy this holiday season. 7:24 here at WRMN. So on that note, it just popped back into my brain. I got to let you know that I'm going to have 2 interviews next hour here on the show, so things are going to get busy. In the 8 o'clock hour, we'll have, let's see, at 8:05, Mary Doulabaum, who is with the Elgin, I always get it wrong. Why can't I ever remember the proper way of identifying that organization? It is, let's see, Mary's going to be in, and Mary is with the Convention and Visitors Bureau. I don't know why I can never remember that. It's the Elgin Area, Explore Elgin Area Convention and Visitors Bureau. And she is going to be here as they celebrate 40 years of exploring Elgin with the Convention and Visitors Bureau. So Mary wants to talk about a few things, the 40th anniversary, and she's going to stop in at about 8:05 to do so. And then at 8:35 this morning, we're going to have Jerry Christofferson coming in. He is with True Patriots Care, and they are going to have their Wreaths Across America event going on all the way across America, but the one he's talking about is over at the Dundee Township Cemeteries. The Dundee Township Cemeteries on December the 14th.
Wreaths Across America. So Jerry's going to be in. I hope he's feeling okay. He's had a bout of pneumonia here recently, but he's planning on stopping in this morning at about 8:35 to talk about that. So 2 interviews coming up next hour. And then this morning, I do believe, is also the morning for Carol Gieske and Chamber Chat. Could be Carol's final show of the year, since the 4th Thursday of December will fall the day after Christmas. We'll have to see how that all turns out. It might still occur next month. We'll see. But Carol Gieske is due in this morning at 9:05, and she will have her guests for her program too. So it's going to get busy. Lots of information that we're going to spread for you between 8 and 10 this morning. 7:27 here at WRMN AM 1410 and WRMN Radio on YouTube. And the Image 360 information line as well at 505-926-1410. And that's where Sensational Shelley says good morning. The sensational one says the thought for today is Thanksgiving is one of my favorite days of the year because it reminds us to give thanks and to count our blessings. Suddenly, so many things become so little when we realize how blessed and lucky that we are. The words of the sensational one, the queen of positivity, Sensational Shelley, who is always positive. That's why she's the queen. 10 prayers from Sensational Shelley gives us 34 on the prayer scoreboard. All right, I think we are pretty much caught up, except we didn't say officially good morning to Linda Carter. Linda Carter. Ooh! Linda Carter sent us a pile of prayers on the Image 360 information line this morning. Wow, that's a big old pile right there. We're suddenly up to 61 after 27 prayers were sent by Linda Carter. 2 minutes from the bottom of the hour. Our staff meeting continues in the next half hour. I'll also finish up some of the other news that I haven't gotten to you yet from my news collection of the day. And we'll do all that before our interviews. Westside Freddie joins us for a few seconds here. Good morning, Westside.
Hey, good morning, Marky B and all. Hey, we just wanted to find out when the Boy Scouts are coming back for their re-interview.
Actually, tomorrow morning. Yeah, at 7:30 before I leave to go to Pingree Grove. They're going to pop in tomorrow on the show at about 7:30.
Okay, cool, man. All right, cool, man. I've got to come back. I knew the answer on that trivia question because I know that's Norman Rockwell art that you did for Coca-Cola. But I had a brain fart, man. So touche, Wes.
Northwest West stole your thunder, buddy.
He stole it, man.
Yeah.
Broke my record. Anyway, have a good show. I'll talk later.
All right, buddy. Thanks.
Keep spinning the blues.
Yeah, got to come back with those soon. Westside Freddie checking in. We'll come back with a little bit of blues after we catch the bottom of the hour news on Newsday Tuesday, 7:30, first shift.
With your 1410 WRMN News Flash, I'm Sean Kernan. Brought to you by Linzess. Kane County authorities wrapping up efforts to prevent drunk driving during one of the busiest nights of social gatherings, Thanksgiving Eve. The state's attorney's office collaborating with local police, implementing a no-refusal initiative starting at 11 p.m. on Wednesday until 3 a.m. on Thursday. The annual tree lighting ceremony in Elgin is set to take place at the newly renovated DuPage Court. It's scheduled for this Saturday, November 30th at 5 p.m., and the event promises a magical evening with Santa Claus, as well as Mayor Captain set to illuminate the giant tree. In Kane County, the board has officially recognized both Small Business Saturday and Giving Tuesday, emphasizing local economic and community involvement. Small Business Saturday encourages shopping locally in the immediate aftermath of Black Friday. Giving Tuesday, meanwhile, follows on the following Tuesday with the spirit of donation. With your 1410 WRMN News Flash, I'm Sean Kernan.
Milo's Rewards members beat the rush at Lowe's. Join Milo's Rewards for free and get exclusive access to Black Friday doorbusters on Thanksgiving Day, online only. It's the perfect chance to score big deals on the things you need, like the Amana top-load washer. Was $629, now just $298. Shop before these savings are gone, because Lowe's knows deals. Valid 11/28, only on Lowe's.com. Member-only doorbusters and midnight Eastern. Loyalty program subject to terms and conditions. See Lowe's.com/terms for details. Subject to change while supplies last.
Drivers who switch and save with Progressive could save hundreds, which could be life-changing. I mean, you could put that money towards concert tickets for your daughter to see that singer who sings about painful breakups. And one song will inspire your little beauty to break up with that beast she's dating, Brian. Instead, she'll date someone who's nice and worthy of her love, not someone who addresses you and your spouse as bro. And it's all because you could save money switching at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, not available in all states.
Progressive presents the Sports Flash on News Talk Radio 1410 WRMN. Monday Night Football, the Ravens beat the Chargers 30-23. Baltimore improves to 8-4 overall, 4-3 on the road, while the Chargers drop to 7-4, 4-2 on their home field. Lamar Jackson, 2 touchdown passes, 16 of 22 passing for 177 yards. He also rushed for a touchdown. Justice Hill rushed for 1 score as well. Jackson connected with Mark Andrews and Rashad Bateman. On the other side, Justin Herbert, 21 of 36 passing, 218 yards. He rushed for a touchdown. So did Gus Edwards. Derrick Henry rushed for 140 yards for Baltimore. It was brother against brother with John Harbaugh coaching the Ravens and Jim, the new coach of the Chargers. John is 3-0 in all-time meetings. Up next, the Ravens host Philadelphia this Sunday while the Chargers visit Atlanta. Bundle auto and home, renters or condo, and save with Progressive. I'm Chuck Sanders on News Talk Radio 1410 WRMN.
There are Black Friday deals, and then there are Kohl's Black Friday deals. Where else can you get 40% off Levi's, up to 50% off Sephora fragrances, and home favorites for under $10, all in the same place? And it gets better. You can score extra Kohl's cash with $15 earned for every $50 spent. Get 15% off some of your finds, and save even more with limited time doorbusters, like 50% off toys. Select styles. Offers end November 29th. Coupons do not apply to Levi's and toys. Coupons and Kohl's cash do not apply to Sephora. Some exclusions apply. See store or Kohl's.com for details.
Welcome to Staples.
Help! My family's in for the holidays and I need gift ideas.
That's why we're here. Staples has amazing deals on everything you need. Photo gifts, laptops, and gaming systems. Even custom holiday cards and shipping solutions to send gifts to the family that can't make it.
Perfect! Have anything for Uncle Frank? I love him, but the guy is never quiet.
Noise-canceling headphones. For you.
You get it.
Unwrap huge holiday savings at Staples. And right now at Staples, save up to $350 on select computers. Ends 12/28, in-store only.
This is Sarah Silver with your Fox Valley forecast. Today, sunny with a high near 37. This afternoon, temperatures falling to around 33. Tonight, mostly cloudy with a low around 30. Tomorrow, a chance of rain and snow, mostly cloudy with a high near 42. Currently, it is 30 with clear skies. I'm Sarah Silver on the Talk of the Town, WRMN.
Holiday season, Straight Talk Wireless is letting you say yes a lot more with real unlimited data. Yes to sharing pics of the ugliest holiday sweaters. Yes to checking weather on the go for surprise sledding trips. And with a free phone at sign up, let the yes-tivities begin.
No way!
Yes way. Straight Talk, real unlimited data. Available at Walmart or straighttalk.com. Offer valid through 1/5/25 while supplies last at participating stores. Taxes and fees apply. Requires in-store activation on select single-line plans. Limit of 2 phones per customer. For network management practices, visit straighttalk.com.
From the pages of the Elgin newspapers of 100 years ago today, these are the headlines brought to you by the Elgin History Museum.
I'm Nick Freeman, and here's what was happening 100 years ago today. New Methodist Church nearly completed. The beautiful new First Methodist Church at the corner of Milwaukee and Center Streets is very rapidly nearing completion, and will be in readiness Sunday, November 30th, for its formal dedication. Reverend J.B. Martin, who has been pastor of the church for several years, is overseeing the building and is taking a very active interest in its construction. The congregation sent a large delegation to the Rock River Conference this fall to ask the return of Reverend Martin to the Elgin Church. A large part of its success is due to this popular pastor. The pipe organ, placed on the balcony, is being installed by the Austin Organ Company. A beautiful rose window is placed in the north end of the auditorium. In moving pictures, tonight's attraction at the Rialto are the Gaiety Girl with Mary Philbin with 3 acts of vaudeville. At the Crocker, Gloria Swanson stars in Wages of Virtue, also featuring a Christie comedy and news.
Elgin 100 Years Ago is a presentation of the Elgin History Museum. Be sure to visit the museum located at 360 Park Street in Elgin, open Wednesday through Saturdays 11 to 4. You can also listen to Elgin 100 Years Ago at www.elginhistory.org.
Newsday, Blues Day, Tuesday. 2 days before Thanksgiving Day. 7:37, WRMN AM 1410, WRMN Radio. If you're tubing with us this morning, Mary Dulabaum from the Convention and Visitors Bureau, Explore Elgin area. Going to be in about half an hour. Talk about their 40th anniversary and what they're doing and what they do and what they're planning to do. How about that? At 8:35 this morning, Jerry Christofferson is in with True Patriots Care to talk about wreaths across America taking place at the West Dundee Cemetery, the Dundee Township Cemeteries, on the 14th of December. So, two good things happening next hour with Jerry Christofferson and Mary Dulabaum. Carol Gieske in the 9 o'clock hour. 7:38 here at WRMN AM 1410 and WRMN Radio on YouTube.
Shut your mouth, you thong-wearing fatty!
What?
Shut your mouth, you thong-wearing fatty!
Can you run that past me one more time?
Shut your mouth, you thong-wearing fatty!
There you go. Third time's a charm. Northwest West and Northwest Wesley Jr. II are outside right now. They're on the Honkers log at 7:38 this morning. CK has spotted Northwest West, and she has walked over to speak with him on the street for just a second. And Anna the Chairman is going to talk with Northwest Wesley Jr. II. Oh, maybe not. She was about to get in the wrong car. Anna the Chairman was about to jump in the front seat with Northwest West and Northwest Wesley Jr. II, not realizing that wasn't CK's car. 7:39 here at WRMN. Well, it happens. It happens. Who did I tell the other day that I keep a little salt shaker in here, and I'm not a huge salt user, so don't think that I am, but I do like salt on my boiled eggs in the morning. Therefore, I have this salt shaker that I bring in the room. And late last week, you just get used to doing the same thing in the same motions, not even paying attention to what you're doing sometimes. I also have a cup of coffee over here, and I almost poured some coffee onto the top of my boiled egg.
Surely you can't be serious.
I am serious. And don't call me Shirley.
Right. Yeah. I was thinking my coffee cup was my salt shaker, and I was trying to probably talk on the air at the same time, or I was paying attention to something else, and I almost poured some coffee on my egg, thinking it was salt. Yeah, well.
Loser.
Told you it's not easy being me.
Loser.
7:40 here at WRMN. I mean, I do the best I can.
You're an idiot!
I know. I think we've established that by now.
You're an idiot!
7:40 here at WRMN AM 1410 and WRMN Radio on YouTube. So let's go to YouTube and see what's happening for a couple of minutes here. Catch up with a few of your comments, and then we have some news stories for you. And that should get us to 8 o'clock with lots of great information here on the first shift. Captain Keith checked in, senior engineer, Elgin High, class of 1978, back when life was great. I was 8. Have a great Tuesday, shifters. All shifters matter in the eyes of the captain. Enjoy your Thanksgiving and weekend, says Captain Keith. We got one more show, Captain Keith. Come on back tomorrow. In fact, we have one more show with me, but we have 3 more shows this week. So if you are a first shifter,
We will have live local radio Thursday and Friday morning as well if you want to listen and say hi to Sonar and Dean as they carry you through the latter stages of the week right here on WRMN. 741. Well, Dennis D. Not So Young probably had a doctor's appointment this morning. Usually that's where he's headed at 6:17 in the morning when he drives past the radio station on that rare day that he does. Good morning, First Shifters. Have a great day from Dennis D. Not So Young, who's sending us about 25 prayers for our prayer scoreboard. Looks like 24, to be honest. And I want to be honest. That's 24. 85 now on the prayer scoreboard. Let's see. Sonar checks in this morning on YouTube, asking me why I didn't answer his phone calls. Sorry, buddy, I didn't see him. Guess I was getting the show started at that time. Sorry about that. Maybe we can talk at 8 o'clock if you still want to talk to me at that time. Hector checks in. Good morning, Mark, and the First Shifters from Hector, Ninny Rose, Jeremiah, Uncle Boom Boom in the house, Raisin the Roof, sending us 3 prayers. Also, good morning to the mystery man in the small beige van. I'm talking about Dick. He just went by south to north on your radio dial, jumping onto the Honkers log this morning at 7:43. Mystery Man Dick. Thanks for listening every day. We got Becky Blue checking in. I showed you some of her pictures earlier this morning. She says it's Blues Day Tuesday. Have an awesome day. Plenty of sunshine from Becky Blue Eyes. Sending many, many rays of sunshine to us from the imaginary sunshine scoreboard. And we can use all the sunshine we can get, but I think we're actually going to get some natural sunshine this morning. Mother Nature is cooking some up out there right now. So it'll be nice to see the sunshine here in the Fox River Valley today. 7:44 here at WRMN. All right, we're just making our way through our staff meeting a little bit here. Then I'm going to catch up on a few news stories. It's Cartman Dan. Apparently, he keeps his fishing statistics throughout the course of the year. His fishing season has wrapped up. He's about to go to Oceanside, California. I guess he's a snowbird in California. Many people go down to Florida, but the Cartman goes to the west. He says, good morning, have a good day. I finished up with 1,085 carp this season. 1,085.
Surely you can't be serious.
I am serious. And don't call me Shirley.
Right. Good morning and have a good day. 1,085 carp. 4,243 pounds.
Wow.
The biggest was 28 pounds, all caught on one 4-pound line and one rod.
Wow.
If you're keeping score at home in your fishing scorebook, Cartman Dan had a big summer.
Wow.
Way to go, Cartman Dan. You're the man. Linda Carter had a perfect week in the pick six, but just a little bit off on her final score in the tie-breaking game. Kimmy D, the winner this week in the pick six. Robles Ralph checking in this morning on YouTube as well. The Robles one. Sending us 6 prayers and a thumbs up. 91 prayers on the prayer scoreboard. We'll get a few more of our YouTubers in just a few moments. 7:45 here on the first shift. Let's see what else we got going on here. We got Dino. I was hoping you'd send that picture, Dino. So I'm going to show you a couple of Dino's pictures and also a picture from an unknown. Who is that? Steve? Steve Harrod? sent me a couple of pictures this morning. We'll have to put him in officially so we know his name when he sends a text to our Image 360 information line. Thanks, Steve. We getting more and more texts in with pictures every day. That's what I'd like to do. 505-926-1410. That's the Image 360 information line. 505-926-1410. All right, in the news this morning. Last hour we talked about the Hampshire man losing his life as he lost control of his car in Rutland Township on Sunday. Robert Skarbonkowitz of the 200 block of East Jackson Avenue crashed, ran off the road. It's about 2 cars in the last week that have done so in the area that we know of, where someone has lost their life because of a car crash. And, you know, there are slick spots sometimes. Could be some other reasons, I guess, why you lose control, not paying attention for a minute. Don't know the reason, but Robert was 75 years old. Let's see. Some new news for this hour. Here comes the cold. Yes. By this weekend, we'll be in the 20s all 3 days. 27 Friday and Saturday, 26 on Sunday. Teens overnight. Going to be a dry weekend. No snow in this weekend's forecast. Maybe a snow shower or a flurry in the next 24 to 48 hours around the area. But this weekend, just dry, sunny, and cold and clear. Well, when the snow comes, Kane County says they are ready for it. The salt trucks are loaded. And Kane County DOT, the Division of Transportation, KCDOT, is responsible for roughly 800 miles of roadway throughout the county, from Jericho Road in Aurora on the southern end to Big Timber Road north of Elgin. And to prepare for the first snowfall, which I guess we technically had late last week, Kane County Division of Transportation Superintendent Mike Way made sure he has a fleet of 25 trucks loaded with salt inside a facility in the Campton Hills. Drivers have already run practice routes and trucks have been serviced and inspected in preparation for the season. What kind of a season are we going to have? That always remains to be seen. Will it be mild? Will it be cold? Will it be snowy? Will it be rainy because it's too warm to be snowy? Will global warming continue to take effect, or will we have a classic Midwestern winter? You never know for sure. They're predicting, I think, a warmer, wet winter. We'll see if that's true. But will it be a snowy winter? Drivers have already run practice, as I mentioned. And Mike Way says the only thing left to do is finish putting up snow fencing to help prevent drifting in the rural areas. Each year, Kane County DOT uses an average of roughly 8,000 tons of salt. 8,000 tons of salt. I wonder what we use at the Elgin Township every year. I'll have to ask Jason Krabby, our road commissioner, our highway commissioner of the Elgin Township. Thanks to lighter winters in recent years, Mike Way says they have maintained a healthy supply of salt, so they have no shortage of salt right now. 15 tons of salt currently on hand, so they are ready when the snow comes. And they got that beet juice now, right? That's better on the cars. Dries up the roads. And the salt, of course, is nasty on cars, especially older cars that maybe weren't built to handle salt like some of the new cars can. And therefore, they're rust buckets after several years around here. 7:50 here at WRMN. So whenever the cold comes, whenever the snow comes, Kane County appears to be ready for it. We had Tom from the Bozeum just walk by a minute ago from south to north on your radio dial. We had the mystery man in the small beige van going north to south. Dick again. More Dick. Just a few minutes ago. And we also had a gentleman just walk by with a sign in his hand saying, "I will work for food." It's like the second straight day he's walked by the radio station. I wonder where he's going. Wonder where he's headed to display that sign. 7:51 here at WRMN. Cracking down on the kids, my other news story for now. Yeah, Huntley ain't playing. Anyone younger than 18 can be fined if they ride e-scooters in Huntley. The village board has decided in a unanimous vote. How much will they be fined? $50? Children younger than 16 who ride certain e-bikes can also be penalized if they use the bike's motor, according to new rules. Good morning to Denny Rose and Jeremiah and Iris. You guys have a great day. They are flashing me the peace sign. They're headed to school.
Hell yeah.
And they seem a little more awake today than they were yesterday. They were actually smiling today and flashing the peace sign. Yesterday, they kind of looked like they were half asleep headed to school. Have a great day at school.
Hell yeah.
They're on the Honkers log this morning at 7:52. So the crackdown in Huntley is a response to a growing number of crashes involving e-bikes in Huntley. Police reported 64 dispatched calls regarding e-bikes since February the 8th in the village of Huntley. Although the new ordinance is similar to state law, officials said making the rule an ordinance violation will help keep kids out of the court system. In Illinois, people must be at least 16 years old to drive a Class 3 e-bike. In Huntley, anyone riding a low-speed electric or gas bike has to be 16. But officials made an exception that those younger than 16 may operate Class 1 or Class 2 e-bikes as long as the motor is shut off. Way to keep track. How are you going to keep track of all this stuff? Class 1 low-speed e-bikes have motors that assist only when a rider is pedaling, and they stop when the rider reaches 20 miles an hour. Motors on Class 2 e-bikes also stop when a rider reaches 20 miles an hour. But they work regardless of whether the rider is pedaling. Class 3 assists when a rider is pedaling and shuts off at 28 miles per hour, according to the Illinois Bicycle Rules of the Road Guide. E-bikes are not allowed on sidewalks, but they are permitted on Huntley's bike and multi-use paths as long as the motor is off. That sure seems like a lot to keep track of. If you're a police officer, let's say, and you see one of these e-bikes, and you see someone young riding it, and in your mind you have to figure out, is that a Class 1, Class 2, Class 3? Does that person look like they're 16, 18, 17? There's a lot going on there. Huntley Police Chief Linda Hooten said e-bikes with 750 watts or more are allowed only on private property with the owner's consent. Huntley Village rules require operators of e-scooters to be at least 18 years old, and they are prohibited on sidewalks or other pathways where vehicles are not allowed. The scooters are also not allowed on roads where the speed limit is 35 miles an hour or higher, or state highways. Okay. Or maybe you just say, you know what, I ain't gonna fool with that kid. Let him ride his bike. Well, the fines would start at $25 and go to $500, but police can also issue a state citation, it says. They got their hands full in Huntley trying to figure out kid for kid which one's on what class of bike and how old they are, and whether they're breaking any rules by riding on the sidewalk, or riding on the street, or riding on a bike path. Good luck. 7:56 here at WRMN AM 1410 and WRMN Radio on YouTube. Mary's in the house. In a few minutes, I will track her down. We'll talk about the Explore Elgin Convention and Visitors Bureau celebrating 40 years. She's going to pop in for an interview right after the top of the hour news. 7:56 here at WRMN. Let me just show a couple of pictures here. And I guess we'll finish this hour with a little bit of more of our staff meeting, since I'm not sure how much more we'll be able to get back to it today. Taking it to the Image 360 information line, we have Dino has sent a couple of important images to our Image 360 information line. Today, he sends a picture of his fire truck. It's the America's First Responders Fest fire truck, and look how cool this is. He's got it all decorated over at his house. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, America's First Responders Fest, the fire truck, all lit up at nighttime. It's got some lights in the front yard. That looks cool. That's very picturesque. That's the way Dino is, and he makes things look nice, and his presentations are always top-notch. So Dino presents us with the fire truck. I think we'll look at that as we close out the hour here. And say good morning to Dynamite Denise. She says, morning to all first shifters and Marky B. The sun will feel great today. It'll be chilly, but we can use the sunshine even on a chilly day. 18 prayers from the Dynamite one. I think that was 18. We're up to 112 on the prayer scoreboard. Dino says, good morning, Fox River Valley, first shift, Marky B. Safe travels to all that have or are planning to hit the road for Thanksgiving. Let the warmth of your kindness get you through the cold day, says Dino. Good pictures, good comments from our man Dino. And Dino will be on the radio a lot later this week, filling in for Matt, I think, on Thanksgiving Day for Out to Lunch. He'll have his own Friday show, and it's Dino's Night Out. Friday afternoons from 2 until 4. Brendan says, hello, everyone. My name is Brendan. I'm a big fan of WRMN Radio in Elgin, Illinois.
Wow.
Thanks, Brendan. And the Sultan checks in and says, good morning, Mark and WRMN shifters. Make it a perky and peaceful day. And hello, Brendan. It's 7:59 on the first shift, Tuesday.
For local information and fun times in the mornings, listen to Marky B and Larry Jones on the first shift.
And when like Christmas time and Thanksgiving time, Brian has these little competitions. People ring up and they gobble like a turkey, and whoever gets the most votes for the best gobble off, they win a turkey for Thanksgiving.
Really? That's a great idea. That's a great radio contest. Derek has given us some great ideas here.
That's
Larry.
right.
Yeah.
It's the first shift, weekdays from 6 to 10 a.m. right here on WRMN.
Tune in to Around the House every Saturday night from 5 to 7 p.m. on WRMN. Join Eric and his expert guests for a fun and informative journey into the home improvement and healthy living lifestyle. Whether you're tackling a DIY project or thinking about your home's wellness, we've got you covered. Say goodbye to stress and hello to solutions that save you time and money. Around the House every Saturday night from 5 to 7.
Your hometown radio station since 1949. We are WRMN AM 1410, Elgin time, 8 o'clock.
With your 1410 WRMN News Flash, I'm Sean Credan. Brought to you by Verizon. In Naperville, 23 outstanding young individuals were honored with the 2024 Youth Service Awards by Kids Matter in collaboration with the Naperville City Council. The students have dedicated their time and efforts to enhance their community through volunteer work at numerous nonprofit organizations and city facilities, including the Naperville Public Library and the Naperville Park District. Eldon School District U46 has been honored with the School Board Governance Recognition from the Illinois Association of School Boards. The prestigious distinction is awarded to fewer than 50 school districts across the state, highlighting the board's commitment to excellence in leadership and education. The College of DuPage is preparing for upcoming board elections with 3 candidates filing for positions on the Board of Trustees. Thomas Timonaro from Wheaton, Maria Sincoli from Addison are aiming for 2 6-year terms ending in 2031, while current trustee Sonny Jutla from Roselle is seeking re-election. With your 1410 WRMN News Flash, I'm Sean Credan.
Lowe's Rewards members beat the rush at Lowe's. Join My Lowe's Rewards for free and get exclusive access to Black Friday doorbusters on Thanksgiving Day, online only. It's the perfect chance to score big deals on the things you need, like the Amana Top Load Washer. Was $629, now just $298. Shop before these savings are gone, because Lowe's knows deals. Valid 11/28, only on Lowe's.com. Member only doorbusters and midnight Eastern. Loyalty program subject to terms and conditions. See Lowe's.com/terms for details. Subject to change while supplies last.
Drivers who switch and save with Progressive could save hundreds, which could be life-changing. I mean, you could put that money towards concert tickets for your daughter to see that singer who sings about painful breakups. And one song will inspire your little beauty to break up with that beast she's dating, Brian. Instead, she'll date someone who's nice and worthy of her love, not someone who addresses you and your spouse as bro. And it's all because you could save money switching at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, not available in all states.
Political party poopers got you down? Shake it off and join me, Dennis Sonar Green, every weekday from 4 to 6 p.m. on WRMN for A Political Talk Show, where we cut through the doom and gloom with a focus on America first, constitutional values, and a populist perspective that puts you, the citizen, at the center of the conversation. At WRMN, the talk of the town, we're not afraid to challenge the status quo and bring you the straight talk you need. Whether you're frustrated with the political establishment or looking for a clear, some nonsense analysis, this show has you covered. Tune in. Let's take on the issues together with a fresh, unfiltered approach. Catch us every weekday from 4 to 6 p.m. on WRMN, A Political Talk Show. WRMN, the talk of the town.
Progressive presents the Sports Flash on News Talk Radio 1410 WRMN. Men's college hoops. Monday, Radford beat Chicago State 63-48. George Washington over Illinois State 72-64. In overtime, Louisiana Tech beat SIU 85-79. Illinois beat Little Rock 92-34. NFL this Thursday, the 4-7 Bears visit the 10-1 Lions. Chicago winless in 4 road games this season. The Lions are 4-1 overall. They're on top of the NFC North, riding a 9-game winning streak. The Bears looking to snap a 5-game skid. NBA tonight, the Bulls visit the Wizards. It's NBA Cup group stage play. The Bulls are 7-11, 5-5 away from home. The Wizards just 2-13, 1-6 at home. Chicago has alternated wins and losses in their last 4, coming off a 142-133 setback against Memphis. Bundle auto and home, renters or condo, and save with Progressive. I'm Chuck Sanders on News Talk Radio 1410 WRMN.
There are Black Friday deals, and then there are Kohl's Black Friday deals. Where else can you get 40% off Levi's, up to 50% off Sephora fragrances, and home favorites for under $10, all in the same place? And it gets better. You can score extra Kohl's cash with $15 earned for every $50 spent. Get 15% off some of your finds, and save even more with limited time doorbusters, like 50% off toys. Select styles. Offers end November 29th. Coupons do not apply to Levi's and toys. Coupons and Kohl's cash do not apply to Sephora. Some exclusions apply. See store or Kohl's.com for details.
Welcome to Staples.
Help! My family's in for the holidays and I need gift ideas.
That's why we're here. Staples has amazing deals on everything you need. Photo gifts, laptops, and gaming systems. Even custom holiday cards and shipping solutions to send gifts to the family that can't make it.
Perfect! Have anything for Uncle Frank? I love him, but the guy is never quiet.
Noise-canceling headphones. For you.
You get it.
Unwrap huge holiday savings at Staples. And right now at Staples, save up to $350 on select computers.
Discover the authentic taste of Italy at Mazziano's Pizza and Pastaria at Route 20 and Nestler in Elgin. There is one true fact of everyday life that never dulls: the simple pleasure of eating great Italian food. At Mazziano's, they'll make sure your dinner or lunch will be the best part of your day. Whether you have a taste for pizza or any of Mazziano's homemade Italian recipes, like ravioli or lasagna, they can also cater your party. Enjoy it any way you like: delivery, carry out, or dine in. Visit Mazzianos.com.
Thanks for listening to WRMN 1410. Don't forget to join us every day for our Comfort Keepers feature. Comfort Keepers is a leading provider of in-home non-medical care for seniors and other adults in need of assistance with daily activities. Again, listen daily at 7:25 a.m. for our Comfort Keepers feature. And thanks for listening.
8:06 here on this Tuesday morning. It is the 26th of November, 2 days away from Thanksgiving. This is the first shift, and it's guest time here on the show. We're going to have a couple of different guests this hour. The first one is our friend Mary from Explore Elgin Convention and Visitors Bureau, or something like that. I always have a hard time remembering exactly how to describe you guys, Mary, but welcome to the show.
Thank you, Mike. It's good to be here. We're so excited to talk about the Elgin Area CVB, or Explore Elgin Area.
Explore Elgin Area Convention and Visitors Bureau. You were telling me, I guess the last time we talked, or maybe it was Chris Lee, there are how many convention and visitors bureaus in the state of Illinois? Elgin has one of like 30 some, is that right?
I think that's right. I don't know the exact number, but we are a certified convention and visitors bureau, so we're tied to the Office of Tourism for the state, which gives us a lot of opportunity to talk about why visiting this area is so special, and making sure that our area is one of those areas covered by the state.
Well, how long have you been with the Elgin Area CVB?
Well, I've been with the CVB for under a year, but I've worked with Chris Lee Murphy, who's been with the Convention and Visitors Bureau about 15 years. She's celebrating an anniversary, and I have been working with the CVB for many years when I worked at other places here locally. So I'm so thrilled to actually be on the team. I live here in the Elgin area, and this is one of my favorite places to talk about.
Yeah. So you're the marketing and community outreach manager, that's right?
Yes.
And what exactly does that mean? You're trying to just make sure that the word gets out, right? And that people know about the services that you guys provide on a regular basis?
Yes, that's part of it. It's also going to events. We go to ribbon cuttings and business openings because we want to include those businesses on our website and invite people to visit there. Our goal is to invite visitors to the Elgin area from 50 miles outside of our area. But so much of our information is perfect for the residents, and so we partner with communities such as Elgin, South Elgin, East Dundee, West Dundee. There's so many. We have 11 communities that we partner with. And so we talk about all of the events in the area and the community events especially, and we use those to invite visitors from outside and from other states to come and visit.
Yeah, so 11 different communities. So it's not just Elgin, that's why it's Elgin area.
Correct.
So I guess that's the main difference between like a convention and visitors bureau and say a chamber of commerce, right? Chamber of Commerce is more about growing businesses in the area, and the convention and visitors bureau is more about trying to make sure that the things that the city has or the area has is attractive to those from outside the area, so they'll come visit us.
Right. I mean, tourism is a hidden gem, and it adds greatly to our economy. We represent the Kane County economy, and I think tourism last year brought in $400 million into the Kane County. So that's not just our CVB, not just our area, but just this region in general. And because of that, we are trying to promote and invite visitors from Chicago, from Milwaukee, from Peoria, Springfield, Champaign, Kenosha, to come to our area, spend the weekend here. It's a perfect place for a weekend getaway. And through all of these communities, there is enough to do and enough attractions that you can visit for a great weekend. We also work really hard, and we have a sales director to bring tournaments to the area. He is the one who's responsible for filling our sports complex and the Elgin Center with different tournaments, and that brings so many visitors, and filling our hotels and our restaurants and our businesses as they look for attractions. While a team might be in the area, they may be here for a whole tournament. They may need things to do, places to go, and so we provide them with that information. And
I imagine that's going to become even more important with the expansion of the Elgin Sports Complex. That's going to be one area, athletics, recreation, that will naturally start to draw more people to this area as soon as it's complete, right?
It's so true, and that expansion is so exciting for us to be able to talk about. Our sales director, Ryan Cortez, goes to other conferences to talk about the Elgin area, and he talks about all kinds of sports facilities, not just the sports complex, but certainly there are other places that we can have tournaments play, Canlin Ice, Adrenaline Monkey, Life Zone. Those are places. We also use we team and partner regularly with Judson University and Elgin Community College to bring tournaments to the area. And so we've got a couple of tournaments coming this spring that we're super excited about.
It's 8:11 here. We have Mary Dulabaum with us with the Elgin Area Convention and Visitors Bureau. And she asked me, a question that she asked me when she sat down was, do I need these headsets? And I said, well, only if we get a phone call. We have one. So I guess someone has a question for you, Mary. It's 847-931-1410, and it's our friend Westside Freddie calling in this morning. Let's see what he's got to say. Good morning, Westside.
Good morning again, and good morning, Mary.
Good morning.
I have a question. I host an event in end of September and would like to know who I would contact about having that advertised or what the method is of, getting that information to you. It's a Christian music event that we hosted at Wing Park. So just wanted to put that question to you.
Thank you so much for asking that question. We love to promote all of the events happening in the area. So you can go to our website. There is a Contact Us form and fill in the information there. There's also a tab on our website for events. The Explore Elgin area posts 1,800 events annually for all of our communities. So if you wanted to know, hey, what's coming up during the week for music, live music, where would I go? We have that information. If you want to know, well, what restaurants are holding what specials, Easter, Thanksgiving brunches, we have those blogs and those posts on our events. So there's a tab for events there, and a submit form is on one of those tabs. You're welcome to send that information to us. We will include it on our website pages, and then we promote it in our social media. We do a lot of getting the word out through social media, and I think that's one way people follow us and see what's happening for this week.
Well, it's good to know because we have Westside Friday, my event too, America's First Responders Fest, and it seems like we always feel like we have to figure out ways to promote our own event as it comes up, and we should realize sometimes that there are other resources that we can utilize that can help us promote our events.
Come on, Marky B.
Yeah, so there you go. We both could use the Elgin Area Convention and Visitors Bureau.
We'll team up with that. Do you have the ability to post the posters? I have a professional graphic artist who prepares all of our printed materials, so I didn't know.
Right.
If they also use that.
Our visitors office, you can come in and get different flyers for different events. We prefer the small, postcard size flyer because there are so many events and we're not able to put all the posters up of different events. So we would welcome you coming by. We're happy to include those in our visitor center, and that is at 60 South Grove Avenue in downtown Elgin, and we're open from 9 to 4:30 every day.
That's great information. Well, thank you, Mary. Looking forward to meeting with you come the summertime.
Wonderful. Thank you.
Thanks, Westside Freddie.
Thank you for taking my call, Mark.
All right. Sure, but Westside Fred checking in 814 here at WRMN. He's got an event at Wing Park. They had their first go-around last summer, so they want to try to grow that event in the future. So that's great. So this is the 40th anniversary of Explore Elgin Area Visitors Center this year. What does this milestone mean? What does this milestone mean to the team?
Sure. We're so excited to promote that, and we have been in the Elgin area and promoting Elgin events for 40 years. I think that there's been a whole team of different people that have done that, and we're so thankful that Chrysalie Murphy, our president and CEO, has been with the team for 15 years. So while we're celebrating our 40th, she's celebrating her 15th anniversary with us. And our actual anniversary is on Thanksgiving Day. But in order to celebrate that, we are inviting people to stop by the Convention and Visitors Bureau, our visitor center, at 60 South Grove Avenue on Wednesday. Anytime during Wednesday, the 40th person there gets a prize. And we want to just celebrate having this Convention and Visitors Bureau promoting all of our events and partnering with so many organizations here in the Elgin area.
Well, great. And I guess a part of that's what's going to be happening on Saturday, Small Business Saturday. It's the ribbon cutting for the renovated DuPage Court. And it's also the Christmas tree lighting Saturday night at 5 o'clock. Mayor Dave Captain involved with that. And so it's Saturday, going to be a cold, sunny day. Sunny's the good news. You got jackets. You'll be all right. It'll be in the 20s. It'll be sunny outside. And I know that the Convention and Visitors Bureau is really trying to encourage a lot of people to come down and check out all the small businesses that downtown Elgin has, right?
Right. There are so many markets happening. The Chamber of Commerce is holding a market. The Haight has 30 vendors in their location on that Saturday. And most especially, the Downtown Neighborhood Association has planned a beverage crawl in conjunction with the City of Elgin. That has 20 different vendors. You buy a mug, and you can go to 20 different vendors and have different types of hot chocolate and other beverages by visiting these downtown businesses. In addition, we will have our office open from 10 to 4. We want to be there at the ribbon cutting, of course. We're so excited. DuPage Court is right across from where we are. And we're so excited for the tree lighting that will happen at 5 o'clock later that night. But between that time, our office will be open. If you've been participating in one of our trails, we have a stick and stay trail that started in the summer and it ends at the end of the year. If you go to 12 different destinations of the 24 we have listed, you can get a sticker for each destination, but you can also get a prize. And at the end, all of those who've participated in at least on 12 of those destinations, they will be entered into a drawing for a weekend getaway. So please come on down. Again, you'll get a prize for getting to the 12 destinations. You just have to come in and tell us where you've been. We have stickers for all of those, or you can use our app that's been on our phone. It's not an app, it's a website, but it's on our website page at exploreelginarea.com, and you go to the Trails tab for that.
Nice. Where's the getaway? Do you know?
The getaway? I don't know at this moment.
Okay.
No.
Okay, but it's a getaway that'll be available as the grand prize, right?
Right.
Okay, it's 8:17 here at WRMN. So as you try to help promote all the 11 communities here in the Kane County area that Elgin area is involved with, have you found? I mean, I know you've only been with Elgin area for a year now, but you've been involved around here for a long time, doing lots of things. That there's more in this area now to sell to people within 50 miles than there used to be? Is it you guys have had to come up or link with some different maybe nature type of forest preserves, all kinds of different things that you're involved with to try to draw people to this area, right? We
certainly do. We have created different itineraries for those 3-day weekends, and some of them are escape to nature, some of them are family fun. Certainly, we include these larger attractions like Santa's Village and Gobert's Farm. They, too, have a big drive-through. You could drive through their places for the Christmas lights, the holiday lights. That all starts up this weekend. So we have connected with all of these area attractions to invite people to come for these weekends. We really do promote small businesses. We have a coffee trail that encourages people to go to at least 14 or 15 different coffee shops in the area, and you get prizes for going to 3 of those coffee shops. You can be in a drawing for a prize for that. But then we also are promoting different events. You know, our community events bring a lot of people down here. Elgin has done a wonderful job planning events over the summer that have brought a lot of people from all over, and we can track sort of where people are coming from. And we really do see that they're coming from Minneapolis, they're coming from Peoria and Springfield, they're coming from Milwaukee. So we are able to promote these events in these other locations and see the traffic coming. So they're staying in our hotels and eating at our restaurants and enjoying these festivities. We also have itineraries for the architecture in downtown Elgin, the history and the history museums and the public museums.
Yeah.
Of course, Gail Borden Library provides so many different workshops and events that enriches why people might come to our area. We also promote the arts. Elgin has many places of public arts, and we're always trying to invite people to come and see the art here. That is one of the reasons or one of the focuses of the city for the last 20 years, I would say, is the arts. So, and of course, this holiday season, we have so many arts, from the Hemmons to ECC to local groups like, I know coming up December 6th, we have the Messiah Sing. That's a community-wide group. So there's so many reasons to come. Of course, the Elgin Symphony Orchestra and the Elgin Youth Symphony Orchestra bring a lot of people to our area. So those are the things we're promoting.
For sure. So if somebody is like, say I live in downstate Illinois, and I want to come just want a kind of a short getaway for the weekend. I think a lot of people naturally think about Chicago. I'm going to go to Chicago. What can I do in Chicago? But there's so much to do in Kane County away from Chicago, too. Could someone just call the Elgin Area Convention and Visitors Bureau and say, I was thinking about coming to Kane County this weekend just to do something different. Can you help me plan my weekend? Can you help me decide what places to? I'm going to stay for 3 days. I guess I'm there for the tournament going on Saturday, but I want to stay for 3 or 4 days. Can you help me choose my agenda for the weekend?
Sure. We try and meet people where they are. You can always go to our website and you can see our itineraries that give you suggestions on how you could spend your time. But again, our sales director, our sales manager, Ryan Cortez, can help out any team with whatever they might need, so you can be in touch with him. But we do have a visitor's guide. That is a printed guide that we can mail to you, or you can go to our website and see the entire visitor's guide, and that will give you different ideas of how to spend time. Some of our newest itineraries have been talking about being a solo traveler. What can I do in this area as a solo traveler? Pretty soon we'll be focusing on romantic getaways and all those things that you can do. So we definitely have the itineraries for families during the summer or staycations during the school year. We have itineraries that would give you ideas on how you could spend your time here in this area. That's a little bit away from the traffic and congestion of a big city, yet it gives you big city experiences, which is what the city of Elgin provides here, but also East Dundee, West Dundee, Sleepy Hollow, Gilbert's, Pingree Grove, Hampshire. All of those communities have reasons for you to go out and visit. From ice cream to even a Frank Lloyd Wright farmhouse. So there's a whole range of things that you can do in the Elgin area.
We're going to be broadcasting live from Pingree Grove a little bit tomorrow morning during their holiday train. And I've never been to the Milk House. I heard a lot about this Milk House place.
Oh,
I'm going to have to check it out. So there's a lot of secret little destinations that a lot of people don't know about.
That's right. We try and reveal those hidden gems, right? The Milk House is one that I feel like so many in our community do visit. And it's a beautiful place in the summer, but it's also a beautiful time at Christmas time to go and enjoy one of their flights. Check out their flight of ice cream, 4 different scoops of ice cream. It's a real treat, a real privilege to be able to have that nearby. And it's all an Illinois-made vendor. They make everything there in their locations. So that's great to promote our local vendors who are doing creative businesses. We want to encourage that and really call attention to these special places.
Look at you go. I just mentioned one place and you rattle off a bunch of things about that place. Yeah. You do a lot of research on the different places that you promote, right?
I have done a lot of research there at the Milk House. It's been lovely.
Yeah. Well, awesome. So it's a 40th anniversary, Elgin Area Convention and Visitors Bureau. And Mary's here with us. If people want to do all these things you're talking about and find out all this information, I know they can visit you down the street at 60 North Grove. Is that right?
60 South Grove.
South Grove. But if they want to do it online, what's the best way to find out more information about you guys?
Sure. Visit exploreelginarea.com, or you can go to our Facebook page or Instagram page, and we do post a lot of our collections and blog posts there, so you'll find out what's happening. And we do post every week with live music, what's happening this weekend, and that's just a good way to stay informed about what's coming up in your area.
All right. Well, thank you for being here. Anything else that we need to talk about before we let you go? Did we cover it?
I think we covered it. Thank you so much for having me, Mike. Appreciate it.
Anytime. Just let me know. Come on down and let us know what you want to get the word out there about.
Yeah, we hope to see everybody on Wednesday, November 27th at the Explore Elgin Area office. Come on down.
There you have it. It's 8:24 here at WRMN. And coming up, Jerry Christofferson in just a few moments with True Patriots Care to talk about wreaths across America. Keep it right here on the first shift. Good morning, 8:24.
Ready to hit the ground running or walking? Welcome to Dick Bond Athletics in St. Charles. For over 50 years, we've outfitted runners of all levels with the best shoes, apparel, and accessories. Whether you're training for a 5K, gearing up for a marathon, or just want to be as healthy as possible, we've got the gear you need. Visit us for a personalized Atrex 3D gait analysis. Shop our fantastic selection and snag a deal in our clearance section. Stop by any of our 5 stores in Lisle, Carroll Stream, Park Ridge, Hoffman Estates, or St. Charles. Monday to Friday, 10 to 8, Saturday, 10 to 5, and Sunday, 11 to 4. Visit dickpondathletics.com today. Want to feel your best and take control of your health? Tune in to the Dr. Bob Martin Show every Sunday from 1 to 4 p.m. right here on WRMN AM 1410. Join Dr. Bob for expert advice on nutrition, exercise, herbal supplements, mind-body medicine, and more. Get answers to your questions. Stay updated with breaking health news, and don't miss special segments like The Health Alternative and Outrage and Mystery of the Week. Whether you're looking for wellness tips or the latest in holistic healing, the Dr. Bob Martin Show has you covered. It's your weekly dose of health, Sundays from 1 to 4 p.m., only on WRMN AM 1410.
Over the years, you've brought them into your home. You were prescribed opioids after the C-section, when Dad injured his back, when your basketball star tore his ACL. Opioids helped with the pain, and you held on to them just in case. But did you know holding on to unused opioids puts your family at risk? Opioids are powerful pain-reducing prescription medicines, but most people who are prescribed opioids don't finish their prescriptions. So millions of unused opioids are sitting in homes across the country. And tragically, more than 100 Americans die every day from overdoses involving opioids. What can you do to protect your family? Remove the risk of unused opioids from your home. Pills, patches, or syrups in drawers, purses, and cabinets, anywhere they might be hiding. To find out how to dispose of them properly, visit www.fda.gov/drug disposal.
8:28, a couple minutes until we hit the bottom of the hour news break, and then Jerry Christofferson's going to be in to talk about REITs across America. And he is with True Patriots Care. He's here, so I'm going to grab him during the news break in just a moment. Thanks to Mary for stopping in with the Elgin Area Convention and Visitors Bureau. Check them out for some ideas of things to do around here during the wintertime and, of course, during the summertime when there's so many choices, depending on what your interests are. On YouTube at WRMN Radio, Ninny Rose says, good morning to all first shifters and good late evening to Derica. Let's all have a blessed day. Ninny Rose made a drive-by this morning at about 7:50. Hector sent us the all-important 15 prayers to our prayer scoreboard. That gets us to 128 and ties the all-time record for most prayers in a day at 128. Dino says WRMN is and has been a drop-off site for Toys for Tots. We know there are many locations and organizations to give to. It doesn't matter where or who you support. Just show your love someplace. Says Dino. And Mayor Mike checks in. MR2 from Hampshire this morning says happy Thanksgiving to you, Marky B and WRMN, fellow first shifters. Have a great day. When in doubt, just remember everyone loves coffee on their hard-boiled eggs. Yes. Well, salt, coffee, it was in the left hand, and I wasn't paying attention, but I didn't pour it, okay? I stopped short of making that mistake. 8:29 here at WRMN. JP Car Shows, the Car Czar, says good morning. Always ready for the first significant snowfall. Kane County is. All right, it's news time, and then we'll have Jerry Christofferson in as the first shift continues on a Tuesday. Good morning.
With your 1410 WRMN News Flash, I'm Sean Kernan. Brought to you by Linzess. Elgin School District U46 has been honored with the School Board Governance Recognition from the Illinois Association of School Boards. The prestigious distinction is awarded to fewer than 50 school districts across the state, highlighting the board's commitment to excellence in leadership and education. The College of DuPage is preparing for upcoming board elections with 3 candidates filing for positions on the Board of Trustees. Thomas Timonaro from Wheaton, Maria Sincoli from Addison are aiming for 2 6-year terms ending in 2031, while current trustee Sonny Jutla from Roselle is seeking re-election. In In Naperville, 23 outstanding young individuals were honored with the 2024 Youth Service Awards by Kids Matter in collaboration with the Naperville City Council. The students have dedicated their time and efforts to enhance their community through volunteer work at numerous nonprofit organizations and city facilities, including the Naperville Public Library and the Naperville Park District. With your 1410 WRMN News Flash, I'm Sean Credan.
Milo's Rewards members beat the rush at Lowe's. Join Milo's Rewards for free and get exclusive access to Black Friday doorbusters on Thanksgiving Day, online only. It's the perfect chance to score big deals on the things you need, like the Amana top-load washer. Was $629, now just $298. Shop before these savings are gone, because Lowe's knows deals. Valid 11/28, only on Lowe's.com. Member-only doorbusters and midnight Eastern. Loyalty program subject to terms and conditions. See Lowe's.com/terms for details. Subject to change while supplies last.
Drivers who switch and save with Progressive could save hundreds, which could be life-changing. I mean, you could put that money towards concert tickets for your daughter to see that singer who sings about painful breakups. And one song will inspire your little beauty to break up with that beast she's dating, Brian. Instead, she'll date someone who's nice and worthy of her love, not someone who addresses you and your spouse as bro. And it's all because you could save money switching at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, not available in all states.
Progressive presents the Sports Flash on News Talk Radio 1410 WRMN. NBA tonight, the Bulls visit the Wizards. It's NBA Cup group stage play. The Bulls are 7-11, 5-5 away from home. The Wizards just 2-13, 1-6 at home. Chicago has alternated wins and losses in their last four, coming off a 142-133 setback against Memphis. Men's college hoops, Monday, Radford beat Chicago State 63-48. George Washington over Illinois State 72-64. In overtime, Louisiana Tech beat SIU 85-79. Illinois beat Little Rock 92-34. NFL this Thursday, the 4-7 Bears visit the 10-1 Lions. Chicago winless in 4 road games this season. The Lions are 4-1 overall. They're on top of the NFC North, riding a 9-game winning streak. The Bears looking to snap a 5-game skid. Bundle auto and home, renters or condo, and save with Progressive. I'm Chuck Sanders on News Talk Radio 1410 WRMN.
There are Black Friday deals, and then there are Kohl's Black Friday deals. Where else can you get 40% off Levi's, up to 50% off Sephora fragrances, and home favorites for under $10, all in the same place? And it gets better. You can score extra Kohl's cash with $15 earned for every $50 spent. Get 15% off some of your finds, and save even more with limited time doorbusters, like 50% off toys. Select styles. Offers end November 29th. Coupons do not apply to Levi's and toys. Coupons and Kohl's cash do not apply to Sephora. Some exclusions apply. See store or Kohl's.com for details.
Welcome to Staples.
Help! My family's in for the holidays, and I need gift ideas.
That's why we're here. Staples has amazing deals on everything you need. Photo gifts, laptops, and gaming systems. Even custom holiday cards and shipping solutions to send gifts to the family that can't make it.
Perfect! Have anything for Uncle Frank? I love him, but the guy is never quiet.
Noise-canceling headphones. For you.
You get it.
Unwrap huge holiday savings at Staples. And right now at Staples, save up to $350 on select computers. Ends 12/28, in-store only.
This is Sarah Silver with your Fox Valley forecast. Today, sunny with a high near 37. This afternoon, temperatures falling to around 33. Tonight, a slight chance of snow after midnight. Mostly cloudy with a low around 30. Tomorrow, mostly cloudy with a slight chance of rain and snow, high near 42. Currently, it is 30 with clear skies. I'm Sarah Silver on the Talk of the Town, WRMN.
It's the week of Thanksgiving, so you're a little busy. Here's something you can check off your list. Holiday shopping at Macy's. Because Black Friday is happening right now. You don't have to wait until Friday to get the season's best savings on the best gifts. You don't even have to wait until the end of this message. Head over to Macy's now and save big. If you go to Macy's.com, you can get your gifts shipped for free when you spend $25 or more. That's one less thing on your to-do list. Exclusions apply. See Macy's.com for details.
.35 here on the first shift on this Tuesday morning. Busy day here in the studio, getting ready for Thanksgiving Day, and get some guests in here. Mary was here last half hour. Now we have Jerry Christofferson from True Patriots Care. We've done a lot with over the last few years, and He's here to talk today about wreaths across America and more. Good morning, Jerry. How are you?
Good morning, Mark. Just fine. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks for coming back today.
Well, thanks for inviting me.
Yeah. We have Wreaths Across America coming up here soon. You had the Wall That Heals this summer that we were a part of, and so you're with True Patriots Care, always involved trying to make things happen here locally for veterans.
We're trying, yes, sir.
Yeah. Well, let's start this morning by I guess talking about Wreaths Across America.
Okay.
You brought in a bunch of paperwork here and some different things, and I know it's going to be happening on the 14th of December, right?
That's correct. We'll be at both East and West Dundee cemeteries. We're actually going to kick it off. Our program will be at the East Dundee Cemetery.
Okay.
And then a group will go to the West Dundee and place the wreaths there also. There's 1,700 veterans between those two cemeteries. So we're trying to raise enough money or get people to sponsor wreaths so that we can get a wreath on each veteran grave.
1,700.
Yep.
Between East Dundee and West Dundee.
Yep.
It's a powerful way to honor our fallen heroes. And what does it mean to you and for True Patriots Care to be a part of this?
Well, I think it's just we need to remember them, you know,
Yeah.
and we need to honor them, and then plus we need to educate the youth so that they understand, you know, that a lot of great guys gave their life for our country.
Mm-hmm. So. Yeah. Can you explain, like I guess that's the significance, right, of laying the wreaths on the graves of the veterans, helping to keep their legacy alive, and helping, like you said, educating young people to realize why being a veteran, why respecting veterans, why honoring veterans is so important.
It certainly is. And what we'll do on that day is we have a program that starts exactly at 11 o'clock all across the nation. So everybody starts at the same time.
11 o'clock.
11 o'clock, and there's 4,800 different locations, cemeteries in our country. And they're also over in France at the American and French cemetery where all the people that died on D-Day.
Mm-hmm.
So that's kind of new this year. Excuse me. So what happens after our program, we will have the wreaths spread out, you know, in different locations around the cemetery, and then you go there and you take a wreath, and then you'll go to a grave and you actually say their name, thank them for their service, and say a few words, but you say that out loud, so that, you know, and then you place the wreath down, and then you go to another one. So last year was our first year. We weren't sure how it would go, and we had about 100 people there that came, and it was a rainy, drizzly day.
It's kind of a cruddy day outside that day, yeah.
It was, but yet we were able to get all the wreaths down in just over an hour.
So if somebody wants to sponsor a wreath, it's like two parts of this event, right? It's sponsoring the wreaths, and then having volunteers go out there to place the wreaths on the graves, right?
Correct. If you go online to Wreaths Across America, and then it'll say locations, and then just put this code in. It's ILDNDE. Illinois Dundee is what it stands for. And that'll take you right to the proper site. So if you don't do it right, you'll donate a wreath someplace.
It'll be going someplace, but maybe not to Jerry and Dundee.
Correct.
Yeah.
So just remember ILDNDE, and it'll take you there, and it's really pretty easy. It walks you right through. You can buy one wreath. You can buy a couple wreaths. You can send an email to somebody. I did that to a good friend of mine that passed away a year ago, and I sent it to his family that I had sponsored a wreath for him. And yeah, that's what you can do, and it's really good. Really good.
Yeah. So how much is it to sponsor a wreath?
It's $17.
$17
for each wreath. Yes.
$17, and that'll make sure if you sponsor the wreath, then you'll ensure that the wreaths are out there that day to be placed.
Yes.
But you have to do it by a certain time, obviously. Right?
Well, yes. It's quite the organization that they have put together. Our truck will come with our wreaths on Thursday, the 12th.
Okay.
At 3 o'clock, and we'll unload it, and then we'll stage them around the cemetery, and then Saturday morning at 11 o'clock we'll have our program, and then as soon as it's over, we'll start placing the wreaths on the veterans' graves.
Mm-hmm. There are certainly volunteer opportunities as well for individuals, families, groups.
Yep.
I mean, if you're
there's again, when you go on the website, there's a different place where you can volunteer. There's also a group or a spot where you can become a sponsor group. Like we have a couple schools that are actually helping promote it, and they get a $5 rebate to their school for every wreath that they sell. We have a hockey club out of Dundee that's selling them. I think they've sold over 50 wreaths already. So it's a fundraiser, and still the kids understand what they're doing. It's not just a fundraiser, there's a purpose to it.
Yeah, and so if you're going to be a volunteer that day, what time would you be showing up? The event starts at 11.
11, so you got to be there before that, but it depends on how many people come. You know, there's no specific parking lot at a cemetery. You could pull in there and park.
Right.
And we'll be meeting up by their maintenance on an office building in East Dundee.
Yeah. Would you say, would you have a message to someone who is maybe thinking about attending and being part of this for the first time? Why it's important to do this?
Well, I was a veteran, so it's close to my heart. And so many people have lost, their husbands and wives have died, not necessarily in battle, but they have served our country, and it's a really a nice way to honor them, and I think it's very important. And again, getting the kids involved. We had quite a few, probably middle school, even younger, that was there with their parents last year, and it was really cool to see them. And they would say the name. They did everything we told them to do, and they did it right. So it was very good.
The event offering a chance to teach younger generations the value of freedom and remembrance, and maybe help educate them and future generations about the sacrifices that our veterans have made over the years. So
that's correct.
Yeah. The website, can people both purchase a wreath and volunteer for the event by going to the True Patriots Care website, or is there a different website for that?
I would go on the Wreaths Across America and just put in that code. That's the important thing. So that the wreath comes to the right cemetery. Excuse me.
Sure.
It's ILDNDE, and then that'll take you right. It'll say Dundee Township Cemetery East West. And once they get there, then they can go in. They can purchase one. They can volunteer. It'll answer any questions they have, and it gives them background, especially the history of this amazing work that this group does out of Maine.
Yeah, and how many wreaths did you say you had in Dundee last year? Then
last year we had a little over 700.
700.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
and you threw some numbers out there before we got started as far as how many wreaths were distributed across the country nationwide last year, right?
Let me get to it real quick.
8:45, we're with Jerry Christofferson. He's with True Patriots Care, joining us about Wreaths Across America, December the 14th. And go to Wreaths Across America on .com, I guess. I'll have to look up. Sandy wants me to post a link, so I'll see if I can find the link here in a little while.
It's wreathsacrossamerica.org.
.org, okay. Wreathsacrossamerica.org, and put in the code ILDN right?
That's correct.
ILDNDE.
And that takes you right to our website, or our location. Our location.
The location, yeah. Were you able to track down those numbers? No. It's okay. 8:45 here at WRMN. So that's happening on December the 14th, a big event, and hopefully we'll have some decent weather for it. It was a rainy day last year. And that's part one of the day for you, Jerry, because it's the Army-Navy game day 2. And that is at 2 o'clock kickoff, and I know you've been involved with that. Right down the road at the West Dundee VFW, and that'll be the case again this year, right?
That's correct. The True Patriots are sponsoring the Army-Navy watch game. We've gotten 2 55-inch TVs donated. Comcast is hooking them up so that they all work together. And every veteran that comes, we will give them a ticket, and so we'll give both those TVs away. It's free lunch for all the veterans and a guest. We have some cocktails that are being provided, and they'll have, T-shirts. The Army green ones will be for the Army to beat Navy, and the blue ones will be for the Navy to beat the Army, but that didn't work too well for them last year.
Army, I haven't followed football that closely this year at the college level or at that level. How's Army and Navy doing this year? Do you have any idea?
They weren't.
Wasn't one of them undefeated until recently?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But last Saturday, they went to Notre Dame, and they should have kept going. They lost to Notre Dame.
Army did.
Army did. Yeah.
Okay, Army lost to Notre Dame. That was the first loss of the year.
I believe it was, yes.
Yeah. So they're going to be favored over Navy.
Yep.
When they play on the 14th. The 2 o'clock kickoff. You would like people to register in advance if they want to go that day, right?
Just to make sure we have enough food and stuff for them and have enough seating. It's been growing. This is our third or fourth year that we've done it, and it gets bigger and bigger every year, and it's a lot of fun because you got the Navy guys yelling at the Army guys, and the Army guys yelling at the Navy guys.
Right. And you were the MC.
I was.
So you got a chance to have the final word.
I did.
And you like to taunt people a little bit, don't you?
Only the Navy and Marines, let's put it that way.
I remember you harassing the Navy guys last year at the event.
Yep.
So Jerry's on the mic, buffet lunch, 2 drink coupons, T-shirt, 1 door prize ticket, 1 of 2 chances to win a 55-inch television. Buy a square, you might win some cash. It's hosted by True Patriots Care. And to register, you can text or call this phone number. And when I get a minute here during the next break, I'll try to type up this information on YouTube for you. It's 847-460-2467. That's 847-460-2467. You can be a service veteran if you'd like, but it's open to the public too that day, right?
It is. It is. So it's a veteran, a guest, and it is a fun day. And the neatest part is America wins that game.
Yeah.
So
it's America's game, December the 14th, 2 o'clock kickoff, Army and Navy, and you can catch it over at the VFW in West Dundee. The actual address is 117 South 1st Street in West Dundee. It's right next to the river. It's right alongside the Fox River, right by the bridge that connects West Dundee with East Dundee.
That's correct.
Pretty easy to find. 8:49 here at WRMN. So anything you want to say about True Patriots Care before we let you go, Jerry? It's been another successful year, late November, but you guys have been out and about, around, doing lots of things as always this year, right?
Yes, we did. We were, our big event this year, obviously, was when we partnered with the American Legion Post 679 and were able to bring the Walled Heels back over the Memorial Day weekend.
Yeah.
That was a huge success. And it says the Walled Heels, but when you're there for the 5 days and you see how it does heal, so... And we were so blessed because we had it in 2019 for the 4th of July, And then we applied and got it back 5 years later, and that rarely happens. Do they come back to the same town? So we must be doing something right that they come back.
Yeah. So it may be a while before it comes back again.
It might be.
But it was through you guys' hard work that brought him back. Second time in 5 years.
Yeah.
And a big success over in at the Randall Oaks area this summer over Memorial Day weekend. So, well, thanks for bringing that back to town, and I'm glad it was such a big success. I know you lived there for about 5 days, didn't you, or more?
Yeah, the setup took a little bit, but and the planning and stuff, but it's all worth it, when you see it come together.
Yeah.
And you just look up and make sure it's not going to rain.
And it rained
just a little.
A little bit, not too much, right?
No, we were very, very blessed.
Yeah. So you're always for True Patriots Care. If people, veterans, would like to become involved as a volunteer and help out the organization in 2025, they can do that, right?
They certainly can. They can just register online, and once I get their names, then I don't forget them.
Yeah.
But yes, we have. There's always something going on. One of the things that we do, I think we've spoken about this in the past, is we also honor our fallen. When a veteran passes away or a first responder, we put flags at their funerals or at the funeral homes or at the church or at the cemeteries. And this will be the third year that we've done over 70 funerals. And
wow.
That's a big honor for myself and our volunteers, because it means a lot to the families.
Yeah, it adds a special, meaningful touch to families of veterans in our area. So thanks for doing that.
Oh, you're welcome.
And thank you for being here today. Anything else we need to talk about?
No, I think I've
good.
I've talked a lot.
Well, so it's wreathsacrossamerica.org, ILDNDE